basically the exact pass that you expect, and we're gonna go at the game. So nothing special there.
No, it all seems very standard stuff, doesn't it? Rolling into this first game of the last series of the day here. And already, you know, both casters saying that you favour the other team. It doesn't feel too great so far here for Cloud Rising, but obviously we did see them perform quite well in the previous series. So hopefully, you know, that extra momentum there, it feels good. They probably have a strong mentality coming into this one that they might be able to just roll with it and make this a hard series for the side of shi zhang zui, but we will have to wait and see. Both teams smoking up, heading in a very similar direction here, Atomo. We could get a little clash in the woods.
Could be a little bit of a little spicy here. Let's see what we're going to be working with. Oh!
Right.
Well, not the easiest one to catch here.
No. Yeah, I feel like immediately as soon as he's the one who breaks the smoke, they're shi zhang zui are like, okay, this is no point, we can't kill him. They have nowhere near enough chain stuns at this stage in the game. I mean, actually, if they go like Bushwhack and then Sandstrike and then have Glimpse, maybe?
Yep.
But even then, it'd be hard.
It's going to be 3 for 1, favoring the Radiant side. So good start here from Cloud Rising. Looks like Zenchu was not quite sure about this one, and they gave away an extra bounty. Always a good start.
Yeah,
now,
it's like a 400 gold difference. It's quite a lot.
It is. It is a big deal, right? From one team gets 200, the other team gets 6. That's a 400 gold difference. Did you know that?
I literally, that's what I just said.
So.
It's funny enough, my parents are on holiday, so I'm looking after their parrot for me, and you sound more like a parrot than it does.
Okay, thank you.
Feels painful, I know.
What kind of parrot is it?
It's an African grey, and it's
oh, the smartest! This is the smartest one. How old is he? These things can live for like 50 years or something.
Yeah, I think it's only like 10.
Oh, is he nice? Does he like you?
It's funny enough. She doesn't like women. She only likes men.
Oh, that's very common. Jaywa?
Yeah, Jaywa is dead. He's gone.
Yeah, that's very common with birds that they tend to like the opposite gender. I had a parrot as well, but it was a boy, and he liked me a lot, which I don't know what that says, but he definitely liked me.
Don't read into it. It's fun. Nice personality.
Let's go with that. One thing that they have that's really good for Cloud Rising is that their mid laner tends to be very dominant in the lane. Q7 won both laning phases in the previous game. He was able to snowball that. That is very nice because they will need something like that in order to not fall behind against Shanzhou.
Yeah, I mean for sure it's already going quite well. What's this going to be? 12-2 versus the 6-0. So doubling up on CS at just 2 minutes in is a very, very solid start indeed. I mean, as the levels start piling on, do you see that shifting at all, or do you think G7 can kind of hold on to this advantage?
It gets a little bit easier once you get a bit more levels in the Sandstorm, you know, but it's not going to get... it gets a little bit better, but the gap will always favor the Storm, I think, because actually Storm is pretty low. He needs to not get overconfident and feed away a kill, because he's doing amazing so far.
Yeah, that's it. Has to go get the water room, bottles it up. At the same time, Han does the exact same thing, and Han, in terms of regen, feels a bit more comfortable in this situation. But yeah, we'll see if anything changes.
I wonder if Satuna took that 1 point in Glaives. No, he's not. He doesn't feel like he's going to be trading enough to make it worth it. Okay.
Yeah, I suppose last time he was against a double melee lane, wasn't he? So he was just endlessly right-clicking people, not being traded against. He felt nice and safe. But this time, K-Class is just being a real nuisance, throwing nuts around. And yeah, putting him on his toes.
You know, I almost think that it's not really... Oh, well, top lane. I'll change my thought. I'll share my thought in a second. Whip comes out. Polo's not leaving it though. Low.
Nope. Goes backwards. Roy. Luckily he's a very tanky man, so he might be alright here. Refraction's used and not going to make any difference. So Roy is able to walk himself out of that one. It was obviously the TA in the end that managed to get the Lotus.
He actually has more CS than low on Roy, which is pretty insane. Yeah, I would actually think in a lane like this, where you have no chance of getting kills, putting a point in Glaive and harassing might be the better thing to do. You know, you're not gonna get much value out of your mana from Arcane Curse and Last Word. I'd rather just harass. I could, holy moly, you almost dies.
Oh, this time. Yeah, I guess that kind of does make sense though.
You have to be a silencer player to understand the insane logic that I'm working with.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Too insane for me.
As top lane, Roy could get glimpsed, but he's got 2 rings of protection. He's maxing out retaliate, so harassing him doesn't feel too good.
No. You probably end up taking more damage even as you deal yourself. Meanwhile, actually going to get a little bit aggressive on towards low. Lots of damage. Does force him back.
What lane?
Yeah, I mean, that was them changing their shift over towards JY. Does go. Yeah, who's going to die here? It's a Faceless Void, gets separated, duking around the shoes. Not going to be able to get out of there. K-Class picks up the kill. And you were saying it in the draft of Tomo, Yume's not really had a solid laning phase yet. And maybe that continues here.
And this is not a good matchup for a Faceless Void in general. Faceless Void does not like long damage over time. He loves burst damage because you take a burst damage, you time walk, it's all gone. But consistent damage over time, like a Veno, a Viper, or a Bristleback, is his worst nightmare because you never have a good time to time walk. And it's feeling it at the moment.
Yeah, it's very punishing indeed. You're on top.
Oh,
LQC. Lands, stop damage, it's gonna be enough. Oh, he actually turns around to eat a tree. One more right click. I'm going to get it. Oh, instead of courier.
One more.
I'll take that. Oh, if he kills the courier, Low's close enough, he will kill him. Glimpse. Oh, dodged actually there with the carnival. The old souvenir ticket. That was good stuff.
K-Class gets a kill solo on Satuna bottom lane. So, do you think he's inspired by 9 class for his name, or is it like, nah, it's unrelated? K-Class, 9 class. Feels less. Oh, mid, Han! Han's dead. Solo kill.
Han goes down. You were saying it, Tom. Q7's been a pinnacle point for the side of Cloud Rising, how they've been able to have a good series so far today, and he's carrying on performing his dominating game style. I like it. He's top of CS, gets a solo kill as well. Looking pretty worrying here for Zhang Zui.
No, he's certainly. I mean, I don't want to say he's the best in the team right now. That's unfair, but he definitely feels like he carries them for the first 15 minutes. You know, that's just how it seems to work out for the team so far. But he's gonna have to do.
I'd say he feels the most stable.
Yes, stably awesome. JY.
JY.
There's a dead.
K-Class cut off the tree. JY knows he's dead, so he wants to try and at least get a kill on towards LQC, but unfortunately not quite going to be able to get that one down. K-Class with killing spree online, position 4 Hoodwink at 6.5 minutes in. That's a pretty dream scenario, to be honest. He can actually buy items. I like the
idea of putting the silencer top and tri-laning versus tri-lane. I think that's actually a good move from Cloud Rising. You know, the enemy supports are pretty fragile. Your supports are a little bit more durable, especially because one of them is Ringmaster. You put the Centaur in front, you chase people, you get a stun into a dagger, you can do some good work. Putting the silencer bottom against a Bristleback is going to do nothing for you. So this is a very nice change for them.
For sure. You grab the Wisdom Rune as well. Gets some level 4, makes it a bit easier, but you may. Okay, he's already used his Time Walk away. K-Class. Meanwhile, Connect Field will provide a little bit of space, but a long tip comes in here from QZ and gets the kill. Final touch as well, takes LQC out as well. And to be honest, the glyph just kind of gives Q7 a little bit of a easier trip back. Actually, no, he stuck around. Maybe wants to push the tower with the rest of his team, but Han has also moved in here to try and keep this tower alive.
And by the way, in the bottom lane, he's maxing out Time Walk. I like this a lot from Yumi. He's feeling like, okay, yes, time walking is pretty hard against the Bristleback, but yeah, you max it out, it goes down to 6 seconds. At least you can run away pretty consistently from the guy. As Low goes mid, level 5 in 8 minutes, not super great for the carry.
No.
I mean, it's not like he's 5 and he's close to 6, he's just 5 flat, you know, like just turned 5.
Yeah, I guess Han was like, right, I'm at your top lane now, I've not got a TP, you go mid, because I don't want to waste time walking all the way back across the map, but it looks like he's doing just that anyway, which has now left top lane open, so we'll see how much damage is going to get thrown its way here, as it looks like several heroes from Cloud Rising are coming on in.
Look at Roy with that huge amount of armor he's getting from all his items. Plus 8, and maxing out Retaliate as well. Not gonna be fun for the heroes of the Dire to deal with this guy at all. And I like this. He's pretty much saying, I'm a shield. I'll be very annoying for you guys to deal with, and my supports will be doing most of the damage, which Silencer early is pretty good, and, you know, we all know how good a Ringmaster is at hurting
Dire's
people.
top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower
I mean,
is
that's
under
just kind of
attack.
been what his role has, you know, has been throughout the last series as well, playing this Centaur runner every
Dire's
single
top
game.
tower is under
But it
attack.
is nice to see that he has, you know, adjusted the build order a bit. So he's not just, you know, copy and pasting every single game the same build. Like, he does adjust, which is really good to see.
Q7 tries to steal a few creeps from Low. Nah, poor Low, man. He is slightly a bit. Oh, what's he going for? Well, QC. Just forcing, you know, getting his health down. They might jump on him a little bit if they want to get this killed.
Yeah, I mean, he still had the regen rune going. Want to get use out of it.
Radiant's bottom
Oh, and he went for
is
2
under
points in
attack.
Thunderstrike on Disruptor. I like this build, but it does mean that your Glimpse gets maxed at 8. And Glimpse is definitely your best spell on Disruptor. But level 2 Thunderstrike is so good. Oh.
There's a fight going on. Pull on towards Hannah's Arcane Rune actually picked up here from Q7. It's the perfect one to grab for him. Trying to do lots of damage right now. Actually goes up towards the high ground. Hand prepping the ultimate. Hey, with damage gets the first strike forwards. Q7 getting low. Will actually get the double just before he dies. Atomo super close. It looks like JY would be able to get at least counter grab there on towards LQC as well. So it actually ends up being a 3-for-1 exchange from a big play there from Q7.
My god, he was able to get that last jump, which gave him the damage he needed. Insane. Q7, man, this guy is, like, in terms of his mechanical skill, is incredible. Very impressive. How much
Yeah,
intelligence
he
is
is really pulling out all the stops.
Next fight, they're gonna have Global Silence as well. So when he jumps in, they're just gonna have to, you know, trouble controlling him. And guess what? Bristleback is very farmed. Good for him. But they're doing the right thing on the Radiant, where they're just like, let's ignore him, let's not deal with him, let's go for other squishier targets like a Hoodwink and Disruptor instead.
Yeah, I suppose like in the later parts of the fights, when there's a Bristleback, you know, you can just get him trapped inside the Chrono and then kind of ignore him and deal with everybody else. Just leave him so he's the last hero, which is always a nice way of dealing around it.
Are scanning.
Yeah,
I mean, to be
exactly.
honest, it's still only a 1k gold advantage at this point here for a Cloud Rising. Like, not
Dire's middle
really
tower
as
is
much as
under
you would
attack.
think, considering it feels like they've got a lot of momentum on their side.
Roy hasn't been able to get that much farm. So on the Centaur, like, yes, they've been beating the low at the top lane, but it's not like he's got a huge amount of farm. He's going for pipe. Now, I like and dislike this. Against a Sand King, if you get a pipe, the hero's damage is 60% nullified. You know, like, you're getting less than half damage out of the Sand King, which is huge. But you're also losing initiation from your blink. So, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
half on this one.
I guess in this regard, he does at the very least have a faceless Void who could do that for them. So I guess
Fair.
he doesn't have that much pressure behind, like, yes, I have to be the one to get the grab. And like you were saying, stopping all the damage from this Sand King is going to be huge. Like, and then really it is only the TA and Bristleback you need to worry about.
And to be fair, he's also got Storm, right? It's not like he's got a Dragon Knight or some sort of very mobile mid. He's got one of the most mobile heroes in the game, so he doesn't need blink initiation as much as he would in other games. So, overall, I think Roy is making probably the right decision. Probably.
Probably. I mean, he's the pro. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, pros never make a mistake, ever. It's,
Alright, let's
Hey,
go
who's-
down Arteezy.
now that's the one pro who's never made a mistake. You know, when he gets on top of a cliff, he's aiming for it, baby. Like, that's what I want
All
to be.
according to plan.
Look at the vision I'm giving you for my teammates as JY might break the smoke and lose his life. As that's
There he is, Burrow forwards, got the grab on towards the Storm Spirit, no further follow-up though, and they don't even get the grab on towards JY either. It's a bit of a disaster initiation here from Zhang Zui, and Han, he's just getting chunked down here at Tomo. JY does eventually lose his life, and okay, QZ had to give up trying to look for that kill. Found Roy, obviously he's a very tanky boy. Yume with the Centaur. Flips back. Yume drops down the Chronosphere, just lands on towards the Disruptor. Zip in as well here from Q7. And they are able to actually bring down the Disruptor. So one kill picked up. 1-for-1 so far. Beyond, just now going to try and carry on chasing down Roy. He's got tons of these stacks built up. He's doing so much damage. We were talking about how tanky the Centaur was, but not when you got this boy on your case. Take back though.
Beautiful.
Good 3-man whip. Makes some space. But the stun comes on through. Locks them all in place with that bushwhack. Perfectly timed in positions. Now they're going to try and turn on towards Beyond now. He's going to try and walk himself away. Sharpshooter.
Oof.
Hits. Ooh. No, it hits. But it barely survives. He was aiming for Q7.
Oh, I thought he might consider going for the Ringmaster, who could have been an easier kill actually. Does get Q7, but as you mentioned, he lives. So, you know. In the end, the Dire probably are very happy with that, even though the start of the fight looked pretty terrible. You know, they jumped in, Q7 was able to get out, JY also great global silence to keep everyone alive, but this is the problem. Bristleback, he's an issue. They don't really have a way of dealing with him at the moment.
No, he did way more than anyone else on his team's worth of damage. 3,600 in that engagement just from the Bristleback alone. Like, yeah, he is going to be a big problem. Like you were saying, they were ignoring him, they were dealing with the other two problems, but eventually this Bristleback rears his ugly head and really does cause a whole lot of pain for everybody on the side of Cloud Rising. We'll see what he's going to get next. Already got the Lotus, actually has a pipe of his own queued up here at Atomic.
I like the Lotus on the Bristleback, just so you can remove the silence on you or anyone else, right? Global comes out, or Arcane Curse. Arcane Curse is very annoying for Bristleback to deal with. You always want to spam, you don't want to have that problem, so a nice Lotus up early is very heads-up play. What else are we looking for in terms of items? Faceless Void, just gonna get that Maelstrom so you can farm faster. Cool. BKB on Storm. Wow, that is very quick. He doesn't like this static storm, so he wants to make sure it doesn't bug him ever.
Yeah, makes like he does address, like we were saying on, that's the easiest and best way that shi zhang zui have to catch him. Take that out of the equation. Oh. Should have a good time. At least he'll actually did well. Setuna, easy grab. K-Class securing the kill there with the sharpshooter hit. And Invis rune spawns. Not exactly the one the hand wanted, but well, refill's a refill, I guess.
Both position 4 want to rod of ATOS. They feel like that would be, you know, a good amount of extra control for the team. There you go. Hoodwig's actually finished her rod of ATOS. That's pretty insane. Although, I miss the old rod of the Gleipnir that used to be part of Maelstrom. That was very nice for a lot of supports. You know, you're like, oh yeah, I like my ATOS for the lockdown. I like the Maelstrom to farm. Now, the Gleipnir is like, yeah,
it has lost its impact.
Yeah,
like you were saying, just the chain lightning was so good, man. Like, yeah, especially as a hoodwink. Throw an acorn at a creep wave, the creep wave is generally dead, and you just get a load of money. You can run away. You're safe from the trees. And it felt so good.
Even the root itself used to do damage. Remember? Now it doesn't do that anymore. Oh god! And I used to get you can get on, of course, hoodwink, but you can also get on like Weaver. But of course, the pros ruined everything. They started buying it on every hero, and now we don't get it. Astrog was like, yeah, let's not do that anymore.
I remember there was like a whole like post there. It got a lot of attraction actually, wasn't it? It was like someone complaining about how the game's mechanics are ruled by the professionals, so casual players get screwed over. But it's like, you know, this is what keeps the game going. The pros.
Exactly.
Quit you complaining.
They do ruin things, don't they? Oh well. Meanwhile, back to the pro match.
How dare they bring money in? Honestly.
Back to the pro match that we get paid for. It's what's the win percentage? I believe it should be favoring the Radiant slightly, yeah, very slightly.
That might change as they do get a free kill on towards Setuna there.
That's his job as a silencer, honestly. You don't farm too efficiently. Your main thing is just to keep global silence for team fights. It's okay if he dies. It's not the biggest deal in the world. But yeah, the big problem will be how do you deal with Chronospear? Now, you mentioned in the draft that there's nothing that really works inside the Chronospear for the Radiant, so that's a positive. But the Faceless Void himself is still a problem in the Chrono.
Yeah, eventually he becomes that scary DPS hero, but I feel like out of all the carries, he is the one that kind of takes a long time before he's actually a scary right-clicker.
That's 100% true. It feels like he's like the level 20 talent with extra attack speed or bash damage or something before he can hit hard. But when you look at 40 minutes plus, Basis Boy is probably the best carry you can have on the team in most situations. You know, like he takes more work than other carries to raise, but once he's a big boy, he's a big boy. You know, big.
Big
Boy.
But 4-man smoke move here from Cloud Rising. See where they're gonna go. I mean, observer wards that they just placed was underneath a sentry and the Watcher. So I think they would be. Someone was observant on shi zhang zui and they did spot that out, so they probably know there's a smoke move coming their way. So I doubt anyone's going to fall prey to this one. And yeah, you can see the Sand King and the Hoodwinker were both in the area. Immediately just twin get to the other side of the map. They don't want to be here.
Yeah, it's ironic. The Dire's a lot better at playing with Chrono than the Radiant is by far. Like Epicenter blink in, lines up the Sharpshooter. You know, Disruptor will have a perfect static storm right after. TA has more attack range than the Storm by a lot. So the Dire, if you don't catch 3 heroes in a Chrono, and you catch one of your allies, you're in trouble. As who's gonna get it? Ooh, K-Class, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Free Boomerang. And again, that would be very solid in the Chrono, right? Just get the bonus 25% magic damage or spell damage on everybody inside the pit on the Chrono.
There you go. So, yeah, it's worrisome. And I'm also thinking that the experience is showing from the two teams is the Dire have been able to sort of run circles around the Radiant draft, out farming them. And, you know, as we just saw, they took the Tormentor and the range were not ready for this. Oh, that's going to be another 100 gold. Boom. Free.
Money.
Alright, you know
so
what
what was the main thing that changed about Helm of the Dominant there, which makes it so everyone wants to buy it now?
Well, obviously someone showcased it, but I think the biggest change was that when you firstly it get the thing you convert is now a creep hero, which means you can't Hand of Midas it or enchant it or whatever. It's like it's yours, like Helm of the Overlord. Nothing can take it from out of your control. When you use Helm of when you dominate the creep, you get the gold as if you killed it. So, you know, you can go to these big creeps, take them. That's very quick. Oh.
Global.
Okay, Roy.
I guess just to provide escape for Roy, but unfortunately, Glimpse is too strong on Tomo. He gets pulled straight back into the arms of the Epicenter, controlled up, bushwhack, dead. So many ultimates expended there, trying to either keep him alive or kill him, and the killing side did win.
And then now they can go for Roshan if they want to know Global Silence is down, but as we mentioned, Chronosphere is up. As long as Chronosphere is up, it's always a problem. Scepter on the Sand King, so I think that means you throw out Stingers during the Epicenter. That's it's a lot of extra bonus damage. Stinger is physical, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is physical.
Every little helps, for sure. And like you're saying, they've rolled straight inside the Roche pit, going to start taking this one down. And not a single bit of vision in the area at all here from Cloud Rising, so I don't know what's happening. Even if they did, they're just completely on the wrong side of the map to contest this one. So this is going to be a free Aegis going into the hands of Low.
They're in an interesting spot on the Radiant side. Cloud Rising, you have to think, okay, if we go for a fight, we're probably not going to win it right now. Or at least that's how they're feeling. So they're not taking a fight. But if you don't take fights now, you might give yourself only one shot. Oh, we gotta get this big Chrono, or they're at the base, they're at the high ground, we must land a big Chrono or we lose the game. So it's not a bad idea to take fights that you have a relatively not super high chance to win, if at least it gives you a few more minutes to set up for the next fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Buy any time. That's what it's all about.
It's more like you could have one shot to win the game, or you can have 3 less than perfect shots to win the game. So I'd pick the 3 shots, so if I mess up one of them, I can have 2 more to try. But giving this map control it's pretty scary. As Q7, right?
Yeah, it kind of feels like all of that early momentum that Q7 built up has kind of disappeared. Like, this guy was controlling the game. He was everywhere doing a lot of work, but now he's kind of not finding much. As unfortunately, he's the one who gets found. Yeah, is dead. Global silence. Sharpshooter actually misses still, and JY is going to TP out. We'll be able to make it as a result. So unfortunate enough to only lose one, but even still, losing their mid lane is rough. Although, trying to kill Disruptor solo, not quite got the damage out to be able to do it. They turn around now with the Disruption themselves. So much damage. Yume gets destroyed. Another glimpse. Dragonroy back. He is extremely tanky, going for the TP, but an Atos comes in there from K-Class, denying any chance of escape, and it's another kill. All 3 cores gone off the map, Atomo.
Oh, and I wish he had done the trick with the Faceless Void. He didn't walk to the edge of a kinetic field and use Manta. If you do that, there is a chance you could Manta out of the kinetic field if you're lucky. But unfortunately, he didn't choose to do that. He kept the Manta on. I don't know, maybe he felt like maybe if I could walk out of it, would time it out, but he just dies before that happens. As firm control of the game for the Dire side, which we kind of assumed was going to be the case anyway.
Yeah, and we knew it was coming. But now, several kills, several towers, even a high ground coming out. So look at this, aggressive Blinkist backlines here. Burrow will land. JY gone, 40 seconds. 3 cores have now all respawned. But it looks like shi zhang zui, David Keratom, they're going to keep hitting on towards this high ground. Glyph finally does come out. Aggressive Glyph used to try and keep this push going, but the creeps die anyway, so it's kind of wasted.
There's no chrono for another minute. Global Silence is up in 20, but without a chrono, you're just missing so much of your control and damage. I love what they're doing in the Dire. And this goes back to the mistake we mentioned earlier. If you are only gonna wait for the enemy to come high ground to take a fight, you're giving yourself only one shot to win the game, which is like that big chrono fight. Whereas if you go and hunt them, even if you give a little bit, you know, you get a 5-man chrono in one of these fights, you can win it that way. That's just gonna be, you know, Braxis are being given away.
Yeah, full set gone, and to be honest, it kind of looks like shi zhang zui is still positioning very aggressively right now, like low inside the base, still a minute and a half on this Aegis. They've got to grab on towards the Centaur, Sharpshooter lands, even committing the stack Storm. They really want this guy dead, and dead he is. Gone for another 45 seconds. The Faceless Void is still arming Tomo, like, he knows I've not got any chrono, there's no point me coming back to the base, just be a waste of my time.
Exactly. He's doing the right thing by not being there. But at the same time, it also means, hey, he's not there, let's just fight. He is back, he does have chrono. Fortunately, that's TA with an Aegis.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's just another tier 3 about to go. Glyph used, Q7, getting the pull back on towards Beyond. He is tanky, he's also controlled out, although Burrow onto the sidelines, Q7. Saved there with the tricks for Global Silence also expended for this one, Atomo. That's one of the most important ultis, and it's gone just like that. A little bit of trigger happiness on the R button there from the Silencer, I feel. Now it just looks like another barracks is about to go down.
Well, they at least have Centaur. They're able to do it now, but melee Rax, are you gonna give it? They do. It's gone.
Okay, Burrow forward, the epicenter, lots of damage on towards Roy. Out comes the Chronosphere as well, lands on towards the 2 main cores, but unfortunately there's just not enough damage on his own. Actually able to kill the TA for the first life. Meanwhile, Q7 in the backlines trying to kill these supports, but Kaylas, the elusive squirrel, is evading all of it. Now in comes the second life here of the TA. Yume is trying to stand his ground. The TA with the BKB activated is A-OK. Out comes the Wheel of Wonder. But Hand faces away, so he's going to be fine for now. Burrow actually connects on towards Yume mid-jump. He's got to be careful, he's very low on resources. And it looks like everybody's going to fall back. Another glimpse. No further lockdown though. Hand not choosing to jump in there for another Burrow strike. So out of all of that, is it literally just the Aegis to go? That's it? What the hell?
That's it. That's all that. Look at all the damage. Nobody gets XP, nobody gets gold. Chrono was used, but one of the sad things was that there was like no damage inside the Chrono, which was a problem we've been saying. Like this Faceless Void pick, it's so not gelling with the rest of the team, and now they only have one set of barracks top lane standing. I told them, but what can you do? They just didn't listen.
Comms were just not accurate enough.
They right.
Attempting a TP out as Q7. Buys some time for him, does actually allow his support to get out of there, so a good bit of teamwork coming through. still minor consolation prize considering how you've lost 2 full sets of barracks at 28 minutes in. And it looks like shi zhang zui, they're just going to focus on top lane and try and secure megas. Tier 2's next on the list.
Razor's Void getting close to that BKB and maybe a tier 3. Well, come on, give us serrated chips. Serrated chip, that would help us a lot. He does have serrated chip. There you go, takes it and gets the tough as well. So it's a little bit of extra damage. Does not solve your problems, but it helps.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's certainly a step in the right direction, but who knows if it's enough, as they've got to go far more than just one step, maybe a couple of miles to try and recover this first game. It's a 15k goal behind. Their last tier 3 already down to half HP. Roy is trying to put his body in the front here to buy time for it. He's kind of getting ignored. Just poke knocks him from Q7. BKB already activated as well. He has to get something out of this. Pull back on towards Beyond. It's actually a good amount of damage for this Bristleback. There's going to be the Crimson Sword. Lands on towards 3 in the back lines. Perfectly placed. Global Silence as well. Just making this so damn hard for Shanks to fight with a good 2-man Burrow Strike from hand. Out comes the Stag Storm as well as the epicenter. The true damage is starting to flow on through as 2 counter kills are found. And Low carrying on the chase up towards the high ground. Satuna has been found. And Yume has to now run. No bushwhacks locked down, okay, 1, but everyone else is too far away. 3 versus 2. Can they carry on pushing here?
Gotta be careful, Hunt could just jump and stun someone to a bushwhack. That is the scary thing, that might just happen, right? Oh, well.
Burrow, instant grab on towards JY. 3 buybacks though, immediately expended. They realise Shang Tzu's gone very deep inside their base. They've got to try and find a free kill for this one. Hand looks pretty dead on my screen. Question is, will Low or K-Class also fall?
That TA looking mighty juicy. And she's gone.
It looks gone. Dead. K-Class has probably hung around a little bit too long. Save your body syndrome at its finest. It does actually end up being them getting all 3 kills. But of course that does cost them 3 additional buybacks. But the main thing is that Yume actually got the credit for all of those. So this is a very rich man now.
He is. He actually just instantly gets a Hyperstone after finishing the BKB. And does he have a Molyneux being finished? I think he finishes a whole Molyneux straight up. Or Mjolnir,
yeah.
Let's call it.
Mjolnir.
That's... And he's about to hit level 20. That's an extra 100 attack speed during the Chronosphere. Alright. All of a sudden, Faceless Void, he's doing the dips.
Yeah. You know, we were saying like he's one of those carries that take a long time to come on, and I guess he's reached it. He's got to the point where he's actually able to start throwing out the damage. And now Shang Tsung maybe have to be a bit more careful when it comes to pushing this high ground. I feel like they were, you know, overconfident considering how it was won last set of barracks. That was which, to be honest, this early on is basically just the win. But now they've got a lot more to think about, especially Roshan number 2 up in 40 seconds. Both teams are posturing nearby.
Silence is trying to go for a Refresher Orb. He's got 2,000 gold, and he's got the Greedy Enhancement, but Refresher Orb is still more than 2,000 gold away. It is not a cheap item to buy. So, if he can get it though, you know, those BKBs and Lotus Orb becomes less of a problem. Oh, okay.
Arcane Rune top. Looks like K-Class will find it.
There's actually
the main thing is just not to give that Arcane to the Storm Spirit. That would be horrible.
This would be a good fight for Clouds Rising, because they don't know this. The TA is on the other side of the map. If she shows herself, and they know where the Dire are, they could get a nice jump on either the TA or the rest of the team. Yeah. This is a tense one, brother. Roy. This is a
Roy with the 32-minute Blink Dagger as well, so finally a little bit of extra initiation coming out here from Cloud Rising. Maybe that'll be enough to, you know, give him the clincher in this coming engagement, as Roshan has been scouted here from low. Immediately starts on it. Well, LQC! That's the perfect target to find there for the Cloud Rising. 2-man clear it into the sidelines as well. They got the grab on towards the Sand King's taking a lot of damage. And he's actually going to fall for this one. LQC also dies. It's 2 for nothing so far. Zhang Chu in an awkward spot. Storm Spirit zips away there. Stack Storm's already being expended right now. Roy though, Jesus takes a lot of damage. Will get saved there from the escape act. Gets the blink away. Sharpshooter lands on Yume. Good dodge there of the Meld Strike. Keeps him nice and healthy. Another buyback used. Han going to be rejoining this frame momentarily. And it looks like everyone on the side of Cloud Rising is in full disengage.
unfortunately for them, while they did win that fight and force 2 buybacks, a huge win for them, they do not get the Roshan, and Dire can take it, knowing that there's no Chrono, no Stampede, no Global Silence. So it is a win in the fight, but your situation in the game has not improved.
No, not really. Maybe, if anything, another bit of pause for thought for Zhang Zui, like saying, okay, these guys, you know, they're definitely ready to take fights, we've got to be a bit more careful, so maybe that's one little added bonus perhaps, but doesn't count for much.
Refresher Orb still about 1,700 gold away for the Silencer.
Oh! Oh, this is awkward. Q7! He jumps to try and grab a rune, just loses life casually. Oh no.
Has a BKB, it's okay. I mean, sorry, has a buyback. It's fine, it's fine. Silencer also has one greater healing lotus and 1 great healing lotus. He is, look at him, he's trying to farm. Look at the Silencer on the minimap for a second. He is just farming up, trying to get the refresher orb. It's like, come on, guys.
Still so far away. So far away.
They have a glyph. They do not have Chrono, but it should be available fairly soon. How is it going to be? In about 15 seconds. Oh, okay.
Roy jumps forwards. Lockdown towards you, mate. Lots of damage on towards this guy. Glimmer Capes will be enough to allow him to disengage. Trying to keep this Aegis intact right now. Stag Storm actually dropped him, which does trap Roy. Go Scepter, avoiding a lot of the right clicks though, so he's going to be fine. Satuna caught off. As he will fall, Roy's still very healthy. Going to try and walk himself back towards the safety of his teammates, but he will be able to make it. As the Storm Spirit respawning in 5 seconds. He must have bought something because his buyback money is gone. He's bought out another big item. Hopefully that's going to be enough to change the outcome in this next fight for him.
I think he finished the Witchblade. I remember seeing it earlier, it wasn't around, but either way, they keep the Storm buyback. Oh, okay.
Another jump. Grabbed. Good two-man bar shot comes in from a hand, trying to keep this Aegis alive, but it's not going to be enough. So that first life from the TA has been taken out right now. Second life coming on through. Yume drops down the Chronosphere. Is there any save? There's just nothing. There's actually the pushback. Buys a bit of time. Bar strike comes from a hand, but it's still not actually enough to keep him alive going. And now Hands won't get focused up. This DPS is insane. Q7 with the double kill. Only the support so far to die on the side of Cloud Rising. And now Roy on Death's Door will get glimpsed back. They can kill this Centaur. Might not be too bad of a situation for Zhang Zui. They will. Down to a 3v2. Can Beyond secure the Mega Creeps at the very least? They just want to get that as a small victory. But Q7 as well as Yume are just desperately trying to stop that from happening.
He's got a heart on Beyond. He is regenerating 120 health a second. Not an easy kill at all. As
Stack Storm dropped, Mega secured, and now BKB jumps immediately on towards the 2 supports. They do just glimmer up, which makes it pretty frustrating, but LQC will still die. K-Glass not going to be able to make it very far either. He will fall, so they do lose 2, but Mega secured is very worth it, 36 minutes.
It's still a very expensive Mega overall, you know? This was not like a cheap, oh, we walked up. No, they had to expend a lot for it. And by the time the next fight happens, there will be a Chronosphere available. So, it's not too bad. And I think we're very close to a refresher up on Silencer. Something, where's this courier?
It's running around the left side of the map. It's coming, yeah, it's got all the stuff on it.
There you go. Now, Face's Voice got 4,000 gold as well, so he can choose to buy what item. He's looking like he might get a Butterfly, which is a nice mix of damage and survivability.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the TA's getting MKB anytime soon, so that will help for sure.
Oh.
It just feels like, all of a sudden, like a switch has been flipped, and Yume is really terrifying now.
We've mentioned this, right? This guy, I get all respect. His Bloody phase is not amazing, but his late game is incredible. We've seen him 3 times in a row now, where he goes 0-3, 0-4 in the first 10 minutes, and then crushes it later on. It's like you mentioned, the switch turns on at some point. He's like, okay, time to plug in the keyboard. Time to actually win this.
Ooh, low. It does force out the BKB there from Q7. Obviously, it's already a 6 seconds, that doesn't matter, but hey, at least that's 90 seconds where the Storm feels a little bit vulnerable. He
wants to go for an Acceptor on the Storm. I like it. It's going to be that secondary amount of control that you can work with. As Beyond just solos the Tormentor. Hunt gets it. What's this one? The Epicenter every 3 seconds. Okay. You know, it increases the
Nice
epicenter pulse by like 5 damage per pulse. It's barely anything.
Really?
It's very sad. Every time they're like, oh, it increases epicenter damage. I'm like, but how much? They're like 5. You're like, oh, okay, 5. That's something.
Yeah.
Dire are scanning.
Ice Frog's all about those minimal changes which make a big difference, you know?
Sure. That's
Like, but his example's always going to be like, well, haven't you ever seen it where somebody lives with 5 HP? Well, not anymore!
that bastard's dead now.
Yeah, you know, I showed him. I love this game. Oh, I was talking about how they might not see an MKB for a while from low, but never mind, he just bought one out, so he does now have that going.
Yeah, I didn't think that it was gonna, like, it's not gonna come out. You know, he's got free farm all across the map. Faceless Void, by the way, he hasn't actually finished the butterfly. Now, okay, finishes now. Alright, there we go. He's got a giant small, so that'd be a good start. The problem is, at level 25, Faceless Void does not get more damaging, which is the main problem, I feel like. You need more damage on the Radiant side. More damage, more Daka, as they say. Not really a... No. Or maybe actually, in situations like this, Divine Rapier is actually legit.
Daka is Orc gunfire. Yeah.
Orc gunfire, oh, okay.
Yeah, Daka. That's all the Orcs say.
You know all about Orc culture, huh?
Yeah. Love the Orcs, man. Orcs are solid.
But they're not pretty. Blood Elves are nicer.
Shut up, you perv. You're meant to be playing games, not staring at things.
Hey, I'm not staring. I say I'd rather be a race that looks decently attractive. You know.
I like this game for its physics. It's so good.
What's wrong with that? I think you can make a whole genre out of that kind of gaming.
You can. They're in a very dark corner of Steam, alright? Very dark corner.
Well, one thing that there's not a dark corner is the fact that Sectuna has a refresher orb. He is working his way towards an Ag Scepter. I don't know about the Ag Scepter on that side. So, not saying it's bad, I would be very impressed if he is able to get an Ag Scepter in a game like this on Silencer.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe just a Glimmer would be best? For stuff?
Okay, here's the thing. If you're playing Silencer, I don't want to be in a position where I can actually use the Glimmer. If I'm using Glimmers, that means I'm too close to the fight. I want to be in the fountain, pressing R, and then, after 5 seconds, I press R again. That's, like, what more do you want from me? Then, I charge into the fight and throw an Arcane Curse.
There you go. Man knows his stuff.
Silencer, good hero, good hero. So, things like Force Staff or Glimmer Capes or all these, if the Silencer is using them, then you have a very big problem.
Yeah, no, I guess that makes sense. Well, what about a Ghost Scepter then, Thomas? Surely that would be the right item for you.
If I have a Ghost Scepter, that's gonna save me if they jump on me. If they jump on me, I'm dead, Roy.
Okay. In an awkward spot, but actually, maybe he's already found Hannah. She does quite a lot of damage. Big zip from Q7. He's found the disruption to the back line. You're going down. Out comes the disruption right now, but the lockdown on towards the left side beyond. He's trying to focus down JY. Drops down the Wheel of Wonder. Should be able to get out of there. Epicenter with the Burrow Strike. Slows damage on towards Q7, but he's still able to survive. Somehow he gets out of there. Finally, the Chrono does come out. Chain gunning on towards low. Does so much damage. This TAE is dead. Everybody living with a sliver of HP here on the side of Cloud Rising. Buybacks expended from both sides. Roy with the Ghost Scepter. He's trying to run, but not very far. Beyond does take him out. Will he buy back? Of course. He has no choice as everything is coming towards their base right now. The final tier 4 is dropped. Throne exposed. And this game is becoming very scary right now. Yume, all the damage on towards Beyond, zips past, wants to focus on towards the tier, he has to be careful. Burrow Strike lands on towards 2, perfect place from hand. Buyback comes up there from Yume, and Roy, he's just kind of getting ignored. Everybody just walking away from the Centaur, going 10 movement speed a second. And Yume once again, chucking out the right clicks, jump forwards on towards low, good flick backwards, makes some space, sharpshooter, we've got 2-man barrier again, Han landing these multi-hero stuns continuously, although Lowe's the corner back onto Tomo, he's dead, 2 minutes, he's gone for. They do buy back on towards the Sand King, but people losing their lives, die back on towards the Centaur as well. They drop, lose people in the back, Q7, he's out of mana and he's out of hope, he is gone, but he does still have buyback indeed. He will be forced to use it. 3v3, but it's the two scary people on the side of Cloud Rising Beyond. He wants to try and go for the Ancient if he can. The constant spines are just dealing so much damage. Then she's got the lockdown towards Yume. He is dead. Global Silence came out a little bit too late, but it doesn't matter, Tomo. The throne is dead. And Zhang Zui, they take it after such an absolutely brutal game.
Fantastic work though from Cloud Rising to hold on as well as they did. You know, they was looking very tough.
Potentially take this one down too. Although I do definitely prefer the draft this time round from Cloud Rising, I still feel like Zhang Zui just have a slight edge.
Well, man, this is a tough one because I wanna. You know what? I'm gonna go with Cloud Rising. They've been impressing me the whole day. I think they're gonna keep impressing us. So why not? Let's go with Cloud Rising. I think that Q7's Leshrac has been amazing. Yumi is on probably his best hero with the Sven. And there's a there you go. Oh, they almost get a kill on the dog. But and hey, if I'm wrong, we get 2-0, and then me and you go and play for the king.
Oh my God, I don't even have that game installed anymore.
I finished it recently. You know, I actually was able to kill the traitor man.
But that means I'm gonna have to. I'll have to uninstall FH, and you know, it took a long time downloading that game.
Took me a second, but yeah.
Well, it looks like we're. Oh, we might get a little contest with this bottom bounty rune LQC. Does he go for the Nightmare Steal? Yes, he does. So he does manage to grab the third bounty rune extra there for the side of Zhang Zui. So once again, we do see a little gold advantage for one side. I don't think we've had an even trade all day.
No, it seems. Oh, and who is it going to go another one for Cloud Rising? Yeah, no. For once, Cloud Rising doesn't get it. We've been seeing 4 games where 3 of them they were able to come out ahead. But that's fine. It's fine. So mid lane. Oh, just dropped the center lane. Leshrac versus the Sand King. Man, I wish Quinn was here so we can ask him.
You really rate Quinn's analytical abilities for the mid lane, don't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, the guy is a... in 2024, he was probably the best mid laner in the world, right? Like last year when Game... Or was it the year before when Gaming was winning? 2023, maybe? But he was certainly incredible when they won 3 majors. The guy knew exactly what he was doing. So, yeah, having his opinion, an expert, why not? It's always good.
For sure. Valuable insight that he does bring to the table.
It is a very different environment when you play as bottom lane. All right, let's talk about the lanes. So, bottom, mid.
My lord. Q7 and Han both on death's door there. I don't know how they both got so damn low, and they both got, you know, similar amount of tangos and iron branches that they can eat up the heal.
And Han doesn't have a stun.
That's scary.
That's very scary. They're both trying to push their healer to the limit. Han, lightning, not enough.
Ooh.
That hit is not. Nah, it's not enough to bring that damage, that hero down. As can we look at the last hits for a second? See what we're working with here. As mid, it is going for Han, but it's relatively close.
Yeah, only 2 in it at basically 2 minutes in. Isn't too bad at all, I'd say. Meanwhile, down the bot lane. Doesn't seem to be too much. I would have thought like LQC and JY would have been like non-stop harassing each other at this bottom lane, but doesn't seem like they're paying too much attention to each other, just kind of blocking and unblocking camps continuously.
That's the most fun part of Dota, right? LQC!
Okay. Actually, as soon as I mentioned that no one's taking much damage down here, LQC will just die. Once again, Roy gets first blood on his Centaur. How does this man just magnetize first bloods? What is this?
Because he is first pick, right? I think that's how it works. If you first pick your hero every time, you have to get first blood. It's kind of like, it's just how it works.
I have to remember that for my pubs. Does it work if you hit random?
Yes, actually. Do we still get more? You know, I haven't hit random in years. Do we still get bonus gold if we randomize?
I think it's items now, isn't it? Don't you get like a bonus tango and mango? Or something
yeah, something like that.
Or fairy fire mango. I don't even know.
Makes it more fun.
Imagine if that being the strat in like TI one day, just get extra regen to start the game, random your entire draft. Imagine the memes.
Yeah, Insania did that at one of these TIs. Didn't go so well, you know.
Clutch gyro.
Well, looks like the the tips are going. All right, so top lane, it's going to be Disruptor and Sven against. I like how we're 3.5 minutes in before. Now we're discussing it. Doesn't feel like this is going to be a very kill-heavy lane. Lycan is not super good at killing. Sven is kind of meh at killing. Snapfire is good, and so is Disruptor. But they're working with like kind of. I'm not gonna call them idiot cores, but idiot killers at the beginning.
Yeah, I'd say if either side has more kill threat, I'd probably say Cloud Rising. Purely because Yume actually has a stun and whatnot, where, as you're saying, the Lycan has hardly anything at all.
It's very minimal, I would say.
Yeah.
And
LQC's rotated mid, so has K-Class to secure these water runes, trying to give Han this regen advantage yet again.
Oh, Q7. Oh, they're really trying to shut him down this game. And so far he's having a decent time though. Roy is also not doing too badly. Even though the matchup between the Lifesteal and the Centaur is super annoying for the Centaur. You're high life, low armor. It's exactly what the Lifesteal likes to deal with. He's doing alright on Roy. And remember, he did get first blood.
For sure. I mean, how could I forget? It's happened every game.
Well, you don't even have to remember. You just assume it from the start from now on. Or like, alright, first blood's gonna go to Roy. Who's gonna get second blood?
Take Roy away. Satuna actually rotates him through the trees. Elsewhere, though, Han actually dies solo mid to Q7. Again, this seems to be a continuous thing that happens every single damn game. As it now looks like Low will be brought down underneath the tier 1 tower. LQC with 6 napalm stacks onto him. Not going to matter because he does get the kill on towards Roy and Satuna. JY inside tower range. Blood grenade connects. He will be the 3rd death. So they do kill the carry, but it costs all of their lives, Otome. Do not think that's worth it at all.
You have to remember, during that, when that was happening, Q7 got a solo kill on Han, and he was only able to do that because they had to rotate bottom. So, I would say it's an overall kind of even trade across the map, but it doesn't feel good to lose everyone in the bottom lane, for sure.
Yeah, sours the victory in a way. It's like, ah, damn. He just fed away. I mean, at least it was like the Bane who got most experience, which, yeah, you know, it's not the worst case scenario, is it?
Alright, I want to ask you a question. Bane without Shard, do you think that's the worst hero at farming in the game?
Worst hero without farming.
Han?
I have to think about that one, Han. Yeah, Cocktail not pushing very far. Never fear pull back, but Satuna will take the one away. Epicenter though, looks like it's going to secure the kill on towards the Disruptor. Oh, actually glimpsing back towards JY, but Han's got a lot of napalm stacked on top of him. LQC with the body blocks, it's going to be enough to keep his mid lane alive, unfortunately. Not what it is! Burrow strike up towards the high ground, very nicely played. K-Class still couldn't quite finish off JY there, so the Batrider's able to walk himself away. Another sleep. I don't think they really have the damage to try and go for the kill on towards Q7, so they will just settle down. So all that, only Satuna who drops.
Yeah, but considering, like, when you are in situations when you should die and you live, that's almost as good as getting a kill, you know? And it looked like the Sand King was about to lose his life. In the end, though, as you mentioned, using the Epicenter, getting only a support, it's not the biggest win in the world. As it's going to be the Wisdom Ruins right now. Looks like it's going to go 1-for-1 K-Class, making sure to stack on the way there. Something I like to think I'd be able to do one day, but I always forget. As are they going to be there in time? Nope.
Ooh, just barely Satuna is able to pick that one up. Oh, okay, no actual points of rage picked up here from Low early on. As a result, the glimpse does land. Maybe that's bought enough time here. As reinforcements come through, Roy with the stun and the kill as well. Low does go down, trying to TP out LQC. Should be able to make it, and he does.
Very happy with that. They get an Observer Ward, they get a kill, they keep the Wisdom Shrine. A huge win for Cloud Gaming overall, or Cloud Rising. That's Again, let's look at the win percentage. Feels like it's very even right now. 55% favoring Cloud Rising. Seems about right for me. As we mentioned, they are very strong that ultra late game because Leshrac scales really well, so does this Sven. Whereas Sand King, yeah. Just, yeah, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I understand, and yeah.
Okay. I don't want to say it.
I mean, turning into your Catboy dreams, are you? Chuck it out in the airs. Meanwhile, Bane, dead. Again, another 3-man move underneath the tier 1 tower. Out comes the Stampede, though, to allow Satuna to run away, so a good bit of assistance there from his off. But, yeah, just this constant pressure in the off-lane coming out here from Cloud Rising. They're desperately trying to shut down Lowe's game. Obviously, this does give space for Beyond, and we saw what Beyond was able to do in game number 1 with a load of space.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, but on a Lycan, I don't think that Lycan's the same kind of hero. You know, if you give Lycan some space, he's gonna, like we mentioned, Helm of the Overlord, Aghanim's Shard, Aghanim's Scepter, maybe he'll get a Harpoon or Assault Cuirass at some point, but Lycan's, the style is to be more of a zoo hero, which doesn't scale very well late game. Which is the exact opposite of a Bristleback. I'm not as impressed, or at least I'm not as worried.
Let him cook, Tom. Let him cook. It's early days. Maybe Beyond will be able to bring us something special here and show us the power of a Lycan with free farm.
Alright. Okay. Sure. Yuma, sure. By the way, this has been his best early game so far. In the last 3 games, he gets kind of trashed in the laning phase. This is the best one he's had.
Yeah, for sure. 0 deaths on you, mate? Yeah? 0, 0, 0?
Oh, Q7!
Oh. There you go. Q7 getting caught out, showcasing the power of this, you know, support Snapfire pick. Meanwhile, Low coming out of the Golem, focusing on towards Roy. Stomp obviously still on cooldown. Cookie actually, I don't know if they wanted to retreat there, otherwise maybe a bit of miscommunication, but those are just taking a lot of damage. Now, aggressive Stampede comes out, 8 Napalm stacks on top of him. He dies so damn easy. TP actually gets countered there from the SK. And now K-Class, he's got to be careful. Glimpse is available, pulls him on back, straight into the stump. And this time round... okay, K-Class being annoying. JY will finally get the kill. Meanwhile up top though, they do have this grab on towards you, mate. They're in script in towards the shapeshift as well. And they do end up securing the kill. So finally Yume does go down. Q7 as well. Han, he gets the counter solo kill this time.
That wasn't even with the blink dagger. You just walked up to him and used an epicenter. Oh dear. This is an unusual situation to see Cloud Rising. It's often Q7 having an amazing time, and he kind of carries them. But this time it's Roy, top of the net worth, which is good. He's on a comfort hero. I don't feel like Centaur can make as much space as a Leshrac can. So, LQC.
Mass TP's up towards top here. Oh, the scan does actually connect on towards in the fog there, so that gives the Q for Zhangzhu just to back away. Very nicely done. And does avoid this gank coming their direction. But hey, all these people TPing top means that finally Low has a little bit of breathing room down at this bot, because he has been punished relentlessly this game.
Yeah, and he's up against one of the best natural farmers in the game with a Sven. Whereas Lifestealer, look at that farm. Look at that boy farming. Look at this boy farming. Oh, that's what you want to see.
Sad, man. And real sad.
You know, he's got Max Madness, Echo Saber as well on this Sven. Well, Echo Saber being built. Lifesteal without Radiance. Very sad. Very, very sad farming guy. That's so cute. He's also, by the way, he's level 6 to Sven's level 9. That's that's pretty crazy level-wise. He's almost the second lowest level in the game. All right, now he's, congratulations, the third lowest level hero in the game.
I mean, with this kind of start, could you make an argument for him going for like a hand of Midas build or something like that, or do you think he just has to double down for the Radiance?
Double down for the Radiance. If you go you do not want to go ultra late when the enemy is going for a Sven. Like, your late is not going to be good, as probably going to be losing our Disruptor here. That's fine. Blink reveal and kisses for a Disruption kill.
Q7 as well, farming up some stacks inside the triangle area. I'm not going to get scoured out here, so just really farm that one up.
Middle tower is under attack.
Well, what's J? Oh, JY's almost got his
Roy.
point. Oh.
Roy's been found inside the jungle. Roy trying to body block him up there with the Centaur. Actually buys himself a little bit of time, and with the Stampede, he actually gets himself away from that. Was such a heads-up play. Using the Centaur Conqueror to body block the Sand King before he could get close enough of majority of the damage actually saved him there. Very nice.
He's also got that Vanguard keeping him very, very topped up and healthy as well. As overall, these moves, like we mentioned, your Blink Reveal gets you Disruptor with some kisses on top, and now you don't kill the Centaur. You're feeling relatively okay in the state of the game for the Dire side. I would like to see them squeeze low a little bit more though, before his Radiance comes out.
Yeah, I mean, what's like the projected time he's going to have this done by? I still needs the item 600 gold away, and then the recipe, which is, what was it, 1200? Radiance?
Radiance, you mean the Talisman of Evasion? It doesn't have a recipe.
Oh, okay. Times 1300 then, yeah, so... Yeah, he still needs like another 1800 gold, yeah.
Oh, well, that's going to be a dead base.
Storm, yeah.
Oh, jump in!
No, but that's okay, 2-man stun comes in from hand. Let's try and turn that one around, but has to be a little bit careful. There's so many people from Cloud Rising nearby. Scout Blast actually going to miss. You may try to run, shapeshift there from the Lycan. Maybe the Thunderhide we'd have to finish off, but no. You will be able to survive. Very close fight, although they got another grab on towards the Tuna. Has to be the very minor consolation prize there for the side of Shi Zhang Zui.
You still walk away fairly happy if that's the case, you know. And one thing that's going to be very nice for Cloud Rising this game is that they have great damage mitigation. If the pipe comes out from the Centaur Warrunner, which he's going for both the pipe and the Crimson Guard. You put a pipe, you put a Crimson, you get yourself a the Sven with his War Cry. They're gonna have huge damage issues on the Radiant, and they're not a very damage heavy lineup. No, I'm feeling better about my prediction that Cloud Rising is taking Take 2.
Because you said that, I really hope you're wrong.
You always hope
any excuse I can get. I mean, I do, but that just made me extra when I hope you're wrong.
I see. Why?
I don't know. I'm a bad person, Tomo. I'm just a bad person.
Well, looks like the Sacred Relic is finished up on the live stealer at least. Now this is... Yeah, you first?
That's what I was going to say.
This is a very scary situation for the Radiant. Like, it is actually quite... I mean, I know it says 54% for Dire, but I'd say they win this 2/3 of the time. You know, it should be like more like 66. Or 69.
I mean, it definitely feels like, you know, they've got quite a bit of map presence. They're, you know, taking down more towers. They are invading the Dire Triangle quite frequently, but like you're saying, it's not really relaying the future issues, just the current ones and the stats, so... We'll see how this does end up panning out as a 3-man smoke being done here from the side of Cloud Rising. They're heading mid, where there's both Han as well as LQC. Obviously, Han is hiding in the trees. That's really the target they want. Oh, Han shows himself down the grid. Jump forwards. Oh, Flaming Lasso not fast enough there with the clicked Sandstorm. Just a little bit too slow in the dust there from LY and cost them the kill.
I mean, yes, but also the kisses were expanded, which means that the Radiant team fight in the next one is going to be a bit weaker if they can get on top of someone. As top lane, I think they have a Haste Ruin on the Leshrac, so this would be the best kill you can get. Oh. They see him, they want him, he's nice and juicy.
I mean... Okay, that's kind of interesting. They do get this grab on towards the Lycan. He wants to try to run himself out, but he's not going to make it. I don't really understand what happened there, Tomo. Like, I was watching Beyond, he was hitting the creeps. His wolves scouted the Batrider, who was not invisible, basically in the trees right next to him. But he wasn't moving. He just sat there like, okay. I thought he would have started shape-shifting sooner or done something, but I don't know. He was kind of AFK.
Maybe he assumed the rest of the team wasn't nearby. Whatever, he miscalculated. Whatever his thought was, he was wrong in that situation. Sand King then close that Aghanim Scepter.
K-Class. Been found from Satuna as well. JY on top of him. There is actually LQC nearby.
There you go.
Maybe TP coming in as well from hand. Just the epicenter runs towards Satuna. Does manage to finish off the Disruptor right now. Even low as well as Beyond, man. Everybody coming to the party here for Zhang Zui. You're able to secure 2 kills on 2 supports. Mainly the big thing being the 4 killing spree on low there. That's a big bit of money.
not good at all for the dive to have that happen, but it's also not a super crushing blow. You know, it's like, oh yeah, sports die. Happens all the time. It's not the biggest deal. Looks like it's going to be BKB up for Sven. Once he has BKB, the only thing that bothers him is Fiend's Grip. And with Glimpse, you know, you can usually cancel Fiend's Grip from a mile away with Disruptor. That's one of the nice benefits about Glimpse.
Yeah, for sure. Does provide that little safety net for the rest of his team.
What a lovely ability, isn't it? Like, Glimpse is just such a nice move.
It's pretty nutty. Just global range sends someone back into the past. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Looks like Lo has recovered quite nicely. Level 12, the Sven's 13. His net worth is only 1,000 gold behind the Sven. A while ago it was like 2,000, and it was much, you know, like bigger percentage-wise. 1,000 gold this stage, not so bad. But again, the Radiant feel to me very much on a timer kind of situation. Late game, Lifestealer is still a boss, still very strong, but I don't think he compares to the Lesh-Sven duo that he's going to be facing off against.
Remember, you're forgetting about the Wolf Biter, Tomo.
Yes,
it's gonna come. I feel like that will be the difference maker in this series, and you know, beyond, he's holding on to 1,300 gold. He has nothing queued up. We'll see.
Okay, sure. Yes, Wolf. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. Wolf Bite would be good, but it's not. I don't think it's good enough. So, you know, but we'll see. We'll see. You know. You've gone against me a few times before, Blue Scale, and who came out on top?
Well...
You, probably.
Yeah. No, very rarely, to be honest. I feel like you generally have the upper hand when it comes to these things, not gonna lie, but hey, I'll try my best chipping away at you. That's what I do. Oh.
Well... the chipping away right now, it's only, you know, it's not much of a net worth advantage at all. Look at the cores between the lowest to the highest, like 1,400 gold. It's not much, and it's just very close. Okay. Oh, LQC, dead.
Yeah, he was basically trying to solo kill Roy's Wind Ripper for like 10 seconds, just slowly right-clicking it,
Bomb
and
lane.
just get loads of time to come kill him. It's kind of rough. Yeah, lots of twin gate action going on. Oh, Beyond. Actually, you shapeshift as well on the other side of the map. Not sure if he wants to try and come from the gate himself, as they're trying to chase after this Disruptor, trying to TP out. Burst Strike just in range there from hand. Very, very close.
Oh, they're going back. They're going back. They're saying the Tormentor's here. We want to take it. For Cloud Rising, I feel like they could contest it, but they decided it's not worth it. Who's he going to go for?
Dies so quickly.
Oh, the Bane. That's going to help him farm quite a bit.
Radiant's middle tower
does
is
it
under
reduce his
attack.
brain tap cooldown, makes it AoE. Pretty good.
Because I gotta tell you, man, this guy struggles with the farm. However, he's not struggling as much as the Disruptor is. As Satuna, it's pretty poor at the moment. Oh, armlet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disruptor life is it's generally how it feels, right?
Alright, so BKB is almost close to being. Oh,
Sven! Oh, you mate. That's a huge kill to find there coming out from Zhang Zui. Carried down 500 gold there for Han. And finally, I think it's the first time this game, but the net worth advantage is actually into their favor. And yeah, they're just making some pretty good moves thus far. It's just crazy how close this game is. Like, between bottom farmed core and top farmed core is literally only like 800 gold, which is crazy for 21 minutes.
Ooh, bottom lane, they'd love to get vision of K-Class. K-Class, look at the jukes! The jukes! And, oh, this guy, that is incredible movement right there. Well done, K-Class. He was well within range of the Glimpse. But they couldn't catch him. Oh, mid lane, he's dead.
Oh, Stampede. Yeah. It's used to secure the kill mid. It was Flaming Lasso as well. So two ultis used just for a kill on towards the Pos 5 Bane. Hey, it kills the kill, buys some space.
By the way, what is our Lycan building? He has... Oh, Nullifier! Huh.
Okay.
Okay, that's... It does remove the Crimson Guard, it removes the Force Staff, and I think it removes the War Cry. Yes, it is dispellable. Those aren't really big abilities for me to dispel, I feel like.
and masking madness, I
Dire's
suppose.
middle tower is under
Is that
attack.
dispellable? I mean, sure.
Must be.
It is dispellable, yes. It says dispellable, so you're right. But this is... He's not going for Wolf Bite, he's going for Nullifier.
Yeah, I am a bit disappointed with that, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's his third item or something.
Okay. Maybe.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
he would have had enough money right now to buy it if he didn't buy that helm, the Iron Will.
My worry is that when these fights happen, they're gonna pop Pipe, they're gonna pop Crimson, and the Radiant's gonna be like, holy shit, we do 0 damage. Because they don't have auras on the other side. They don't have anything to keep people alive. Yep, it's all aggressive items. Offense versus defense, baby. Look at the net worth. Look at the net worth. It's a straight line. Oh, huh?
Yeah, something you don't see too often. Although, seeing a position 5 disruptor dying in a second, that is something you see quite a lot, to be fair. And Satuna does go down right outside Roche Pit as well, and it looks like shi zhang zui are going to take this opportunity to try and secure this one up.
Nice kill for them. They can get their hands on. Sorry, nice Aegis. They can get their hands on it. And they try to go high ground. I feel like this. Unless I see a big team fight where the Dire win, I'm almost always favoring them. Just with the way they've been itemizing with the picks, I'm leaning so strong towards them that even this Roshan, I'm like, meh. It's just a Roshan. It's just an Aegis.
It's just an Aegis.
I mean,
We'll see what Lowe's going to be able to do with this first Aegis.
oh, that's a 300 gold. Ugh. KYXY is like, no, it's not an Aegis, it's my whole legacy.
I feel like you were more beaten up about the 300 gold than the Aegis, to be honest.
I was like, how can you beat that? Bring it back! Stop. QC just dead instantly.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
Seems
another.
To be in the wrong place at the wrong time quite a lot for the base game. Every time we see him, he's getting destroyed somewhere across the map.
You know, this is where I agree with you, but pros will disagree with us. A lot of pros will be like, if I'm a position 5 and then he smokes and they jump on me and kill me, that's better than them jumping on someone else. But as pop players, we're always thinking, my KDA, my Kada. You know, it looks bad now, my Kada.
Yeah. Well, that's what we get flamed for.
Kada's important.
Tier 2 at the bot lane. Glyph has been forced to delay this push, but feels like with the safety of this Aegis, shi zhang zui, the whole squad feel a little bit more confident to start making some plays themselves, just full on invading into the Dire triangle area. I want to take control a bit more of this map.
Man, Disruptor's really not getting any gold this game though, and I don't think he got the greedy. No, he got keen-eyed. He is struggling net worth, and I kind of was favoring him over the Bane, but Bane. Oh, actually, speaking of Bane. Oh, speaking of bottom.
Okay, jump on towards the Centaur. It's a tanky boy, but he needs to get off the Stampede and run away. And then meanwhile, on the other side of the map, the Bat Rider was caught out. And Han does secure the kill for that one. They do split. Tier 2 tower still goes down, despite the fact that everyone on the side of Cloud Rising saw 2 heroes away. It could have been in a 4v3 situation. They did decide to actually defend the tower.
This has been a bit of a trend in the game 1 as well, where I felt like they could be a little bit more aggressive at this point of the game, but obviously the Aegis factor is scary, but there's no epicenter if you want to go for him.
Alright.
It's
Definitely
like,
thinking about it. Smoked up inside the jungle right now.
this has got to be a
Roy's
fight
back.
lane.
It's brewing for sure. Oh, okay, Han actually jumps forward first. Yume quickly jumps on towards the Sand King. Cookie does actually find a bit of space there with the BKB, and Falstaff saves him and gets him out of danger. No one's trying to retreat. Flame and Lasso falls on towards the Leica Beyond, trying to run. Actually gets infested up, but it doesn't last very long. And now Low takes so much damage, but another 2-man burrow. Han coming in clutch so many times right now. Allows Low to get the double kill and escape with his life with a Q7 with the BKB. He jumps in to get the counter kill on towards the Sand King. LQC not long for this world. Low considering going back on in himself as K-Class gets glimpsed. But it doesn't look like they want to continue fighting. It's a 3-for-2 exchange, favouring Beyond so far.
I mean, this was also... Oh! Brilliant! There was only 90 seconds left on the Aegis, but that was a good flame break to get them the kill right there as he was just misclicked that, or sorry, misplayed the armor toggle. And am I mistaken? Was Leshrac in that fight from the beginning? I didn't really see him, but when he comes in late, he does clean house at the end.
Yeah, it did feel like it took a long time for him to actually appear, didn't it? But I guess he was just waiting out all the BKBs, the rages and all that, and as soon as it did, yeah, 6.2k damage he did in the end, which is pretty damn nuts. But Low actually was the top of that fight with 6.7.
He's going to have a Shiva's Guard on this Leshrac, which is going to be very nice for them. Really works well with the Bat Rider. Most of the damage coming out from the Centaur is also magical. The double edge spam can be really something. So, I'm liking it. And again, we have had some really good series today. The second one and this one, they have been very close games up until the end. And
for sure. No stomps today.
Not yet. As Sand King, he's got the Agam Center going for Lincoln's. Does not want to be lassoed anymore. And Beyond is going for BKB. So maybe fourth item.
Dire's middle tower is under
I mean,
attack.
I can understand the beak, you know. Like you were saying, there is a lot of magic damage and control coming out on the side of Cloud Rising, so I can forgive it. But it better be that fourth item. Yes. that's all I'm saying, or I may not be casting the third game.
JY, I think that's his complete Ag Scepter being flown to him on the Bat Rider. So double lasso, okay. This is a nice way of working around those Lincoln Spheres and those BKBs. You lasso a guy who doesn't have Lincolns, connects instantly to another guy, doesn't block it that way. Could be a big deal for them.
I thought Lincolns would still block it, but it doesn't, does it?
It blocks it if I target the guy who has Lincolns, it blocks it. But if I target one guy who doesn't have Lincolns and the other guy is next to him, it shouldn't block that one. It's like when you use Grimstroke's ultimate on a guy who doesn't have Lincolns. It still connects to the other guy, doesn't?
Break. Royce. It's cool. Trying to bring OQC out. Meanwhile, the backlines right now, Han as well as Low trying to get the kill. Flame and Lasso only lasted a millisecond right now as he dies so damn quickly. Q7, BKB's running out, has to try and disengage. So far, Trader supports. Oh, Bio Strike doesn't land to anything here from Han, and now he's going to get turned around on Yume as well as Roy, able to bring him down. And now trying to TP out. Cookie does counter the TP there. Yume, no escape today. He will fall. And it looks like that will be the end of the fight. 2 for 2. Carry mid for support offlaner. Oh, support carry, sorry. Or mid, I don't know, words.
No, it's a mid and support for a carry and support. But man, Low, he tried to go. He goes on the Centaur. Centaur activates the Crimson the pipe, and he just does no damage. Oh, but this is damage. This is damage.
Oh my lord! Beyond getting Low. Cookie doesn't take it very far. Actually, let's get the two-man stun, but with zero follow-up, nothing actually matters. If Low was there, maybe they could have taken a fight, but obviously he was still farming on the other side of the map. Yeah, good opportunity there for Cloud Rising just to find a free kill.
Wasn't expecting that at all. And guess what? This is now the Shiva's Guard finished on the Leshrac. Again, it's not only a huge damage increase for him, it's also for the Centaur, who has been, he's been dishing it out a decent amount. And of course, the Bat Rider. Would you say Bat Rider is a high damage support?
If the fight goes on long enough, yeah, for sure. Like, if he can get those napalm stacks rolling and everything like that, then yeah, he can seriously do the work. But yeah, it feels like it definitely needs an extended fight.
Okay, I think that's fair as well, because it's kind of like a bit like the Phoenix, who definitely does damage, but also needs a few seconds to get there. Not something like, say, an AA, who, you land the Ice Blast, that's 20% of everyone's health instantly gone, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, in the meantime, win percentage, it is favoring the Dire. It's been favoring the Dire literally the entire game. At no point has the win percentage gone in favor of the Radiant. It has gone 50-50, but never in favor of the Radiant. As Daedalus going to come out on this Ven. There's a decent amount of armor on the other side though, so he's not critting as hard as he'd like, for sure.
Yeah, not yet. I believe there was an Axe as well picked up for the Centaur, so Roy with the old cart is a big upgrade. Tormentor goes down, so Han gets his own free shard, so you've got the little mini pulses to come on out.
a pulse every 3 seconds.
Radiant
It's alright.
structures are fortified.
My big worry, I must say, is Setuna on this disruptor.
Radiant's
You know, you
bottom
kind
tower
of look
is
on your
under
disruptor
attack.
as one of those late game powerhouses with the
Tower
Ag
is
Scepter.
under attack.
But he is very poor. He's already got his tier 3 item with does not have greedy. He's never gonna get like that bonus
Dire's
GPM.
middle tower is
I don't
under
know.
attack.
It's the weak link of the team right now. In this particular game, not the
Radiant
team. We gotta
bottom
be very
tower
fair here.
is under attack.
Yeah, just hasn't quite been gifted the
Oh, JY!
right items, I guess. Quick jump. JY is dead. Doesn't really matter though. I feel like on the side of Cloud Rising, they still got the tower. All they lose for is their Bat Rider. They don't really mind that trade all too much. They just spread across the map and resume the farm, get a few more items online.
The problem.
Roshan though is up.
That is the problem, right? With Roshan available, you don't have the Bat Rider. You know, great vision in the map, can catch 2 people. We'll see if they are able to delay it on the Dire side or not. As there's Daedalus for the Sven.
They might be forced to use it right now. Don't know if you can just give away a free Aegis.
Roshan, they know this. There's no way they can. There's no one can plead ignorance. They got the creep there. They hear him roar. Ironically, you need to jump the moment he roars because that's when people take 25% extra damage or something like that. It's pretty insane. Rough.
Okay, Roy
Alright.
just shows his face. It's enough to actually force shi zhang zui to disengage out of the pit. Bat Rider has respawned, so both teams are ready to fight here. Atomo. Who gets the jump? That's the question. So smoke has been used. Let's see when the wrap around the side. Zhang Zui also now using a smoke of their own. Positioning is key when it comes to this fight.
They don't want to jump on Roy. He's got the Crimson and the Pipe, but he's also but you can't ignore him because he's also got the Ag Scepter. Roy shows himself. They know it. They see him. There's like he's right there. Will they go for this?
target him with a
Very
jump on,
risky
though.
jump.
Yeah, it's the last hero in the world that I feel they want to jump on.
Oh, they're going!
Okay, never mind. Epicenter used straight into the backlines. Roy, he's dropped down the car. He's taking a lot of damage, trapped inside the field, but he's still able to disengage. Yuma in the backlines trying to do some damage. He just 4-star runs away. Low can't actually lock him down. Meanwhile, Q7, these BKBs are such a frustrating thing to deal with from both sides.
Glimpse? I think BKB was
dodge
used.
actually comes through. Oh, nicely done. And looks like it's in full disengage right now. Low though. Gonna turn around with a nullify. Wow, quick kill on towards JY. Did not expect that damage to come through so quickly. So now it is a 4v4.
Roshan's gonna move though.
And yeah.
That's gonna give both teams a chance to reset, to try to take this again. They jump on Roy. They honestly nearly killed him. Like he lost a lot of health, but as we mentioned, 4,000 health. Crimson as well as Pipe is just too much to chew through. And we haven't mentioned, but Helm of Dominator gives you 6 armor. That is not small.
No, it's really not. It's a tanky boy.
He is. He's got that.
I feel like another thing that this lack of sort of Zhang Zui is literally just low doing all the damage. Every single time I look at the chart, it's him up there, and then the Sand King like a quarter of his damage really every time. Meanwhile, number 5 once again focusing on towards Roy, getting low, but the Stampede off cooldown once more. Warmest Kisses just trying to make space as Low back inside the pit. Well, those are 2 big ultimates used, 3 actually. Shapeshift, Warmest Kisses as well as Phoenix. Oh no, Phoenix Grip actually wasn't used in the end, but it doesn't matter. Aegis picked up in hands of Low. Okay, back lines. LQC, oh good 2-man comes on through. There's going to be Flavor Lasso, locks on towards 2 actual cores as well. Low's in an awkward spot, but the Aegis is there. Second life will be coming on up. Yume charging forwards, 3 hits on towards K-Glass. Auto getting Low, changes focus on towards Hand. My god, the DPS this guy can pop out is insane. But now Low changes focus on towards Yume. The Sven just can't withstand that at this point. He will fall. Satuna dies elsewhere. Low trying to fail White. Cocktail.
7.
A little bit too soon. Looks like they're all able to back away. It's a very costly fight from both sides, but I feel like Cloud Rising don't mind too badly because they did get rid of their Aegis at the very least.
Yep, and they force a buyback. Remember, they trade 2 for 4 is the actual trade. Like if there's no Aegis on that lifesteal, he doesn't come back and fight again. An amazing lasso from JY brings 2 people, and again, Roy is putting on a masterclass in how to get people to jump on you.
Yeah, he really is. I don't think they've killed him a single time that the entire squad's jumped on this Centaur, but they just keep doing it again and again. They're not really learning.
Oh, look at that! Dizoon's Blood Rite on the Leshrac. That is interesting because you do get the bigger AoE, but that's part of your innate anyway. And I don't know, it does cost you health to use stuff, and I don't know if you want to do that. Risky move to take the Zoom Bloodrite on Leshrac like this.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's like, hey, it's only my Centaur being hit. I can afford it.
There's definitely some logic there. What is the Centaur gonna get anyway?
It's BKB queued. 3.9k.
Ooh, he actually went for Magnifying Monocle. Yeah, that's weird. I'm surprised he went for. He decided to go for that. But yeah, BKB would be very useful for him. Almost has it as well, as the game continues to be incredibly close. Man, I always thought that C was a very competitive region. It is, but the Chinese region seems like anyone, like even if you win, it's gonna be a hard-fought victory for you.
Yeah, for sure. It is a proper slugfest every single game. 24-22, a less than 1k gold advantage. Win probability apparently is 47-53 in the flavor of Cloud Rising. Like, Gaben's hardly budged this entire game.
Nope.
It's just absolutely nuts to watch. Another thing to note is that Beyond is going for an AC.
Oh!
Okay, Satuna. He's dead. Yeah, he's going for an AC. I truly believe, not even memeing, that I think this should be the Axe, because Low is doing all the work.
Yep.
Just give him an extra boost. Just give him the extra speed, give him the extra damage, and he probably can do so much more.
Yeah, but wouldn't an AC give him some extra armor and attack speed?
Well, no, because Beyond is dying too quickly. He's never with him. Like, honestly, every single time Low's fighting, the Lycan is nowhere nearby.
I agree with you. I think it's also kind of a bit weird that he's like refusing to go for it. Bane's got an Axe Scepter, so that's going to be a very nice 3 burst people getting the Fiend Strip off. Very helpful for sure, especially to control like the Sven, who's really the only person you want to control. Leshrac is annoying, but Sven is the main problem.
Yeah. And it's like you were saying earlier on, that the counter of the glimpse from really far away isn't going to be a factor really anymore.
By the way, the Leshrac is 25. He's got that Edict extra hit and the 20 extra explosion. So his damage is insanely high right now. It's nearly 40 damage. Oh, sorry, I thought that was a hero. 40 damage per pop. And oh, there we go.
Okay,
Roy.
Fiend Grip on towards Roy. Wants the BKB. Out comes Staxon, locks them all down. Double flaming lasso. Han loses his life. Low trying to stand his ground. In comes Beyond as well, helping on out. But the cart, Sven just pulled up, throws a stun in the back, says, "Go get him, boy! Sick him!" Low will die. And now Beyond, in an awkward spot, stuck inside the kinetic field. Nothing he could do but die as well. And I don't know how many times this game we are going to see Zhang Zui get baited by this damn Centaur Roar. It's happening way too much.
Yeah, they look at him, they're like, let's make him glue. And you're like, well, no, not this guy. You know, this ain't no pony. This is a damn warhorse, a behemoth of an animal. And they jump on him, as I mentioned, every time. It's just not working out. He's got the tough enhancement. I've already mentioned his auras. He's got BKB on top. He's... Oh, and we don't actually see it, but he's also got an extra 600 health from his raw hide. So, yeah, that's a big boy.
Yeah.
Well, a nice thing about that fight is also Disruptor did not die. He has enough money to buy a Blink Dagger if he wants to, or could consider working towards the Axe Scepter. Both very viable options. Nope, it's a Blink Dagger. Okay. I imagine.
I mean,
next time it's going to... Oh, the Zoom Bloodrite on Disruptor. I haven't seen that.
Well, that's interesting.
That is interesting, isn't it?
I was going to say, with the Centaur level 25, do you go for everybody gets retaliate, or do you go for the stun duration?
I more often see people go for the stun duration, but I like the retaliate aura as well to make it easy. But I think stun duration is probably safer. Oh no, he went for the aura. He went for the aura. To be fair, it's like your stun isn't always going to land the retaliate. Reminder, it only gives you the 45 damage. It does not give you the 40% return.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, it only does the return damage, not the strength return damage. So that's the thing. Which is, you know, there, I suppose.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Well, in the meantime, the game continues to be very much in favor of the Dire side. It's just a draft issue from the start. I'm not a fan of the Lycan picks. I think this hero is very hard to itemize perfectly. Like me and you know, we've been talking about the Ag Scepter and blah blah blah. He's thinking differently, and I don't think he's wrong. He's going for a Blink Dagger at this point.
Let's have another hero to blink on top of Centaur and get stunned with the rest. No.
No, he's gonna have BKB. Don't worry, he's gonna be fine. But that's what he's thinking. He's like, nah, I want to be able to blink on top. I want to chew that horse. I got to bite right in that raw hide of his.
God damn.
Hand. Oh, look at that. Look at that size.
Teleport in. Does he get found? Oh, the Lincoln Sphere saves him. That was close.
Did you see the size of that kinetic field? That's huge. That's massive. That's bloodlight, baby. Bigger is better, as they say.
Alright. Keep those words hidden. Don't tell anybody else that. But yeah, Daedalus now online for low, so a bit of extra damage output here for the Lifestealer. It's going to be a big helping hand for sure. Roshan as well. 15 seconds before he's potentially up. We'll see how quick this is going to be.
Yeah, you want to know something crazy? I've realized that there is a way for the Radiant to win this, and it's all going to come down from a very unlikely thing. It has to be K-Class using Lotus Orb perfectly as Batrider lassos, and Batrider lassos a friend of his. And suddenly, that could be a really game-changing. It all comes down to that lasso. Oh, sorry, the Lotus Orb usage, I mean.
You're saying that's the only way?
I wouldn't say it's the only way, but it seems like the most likely with the way the game is going at the moment.
Fair enough.
Because it's not going very well. It says 25 to 25, but it doesn't feel 25 to 25 for sure.
Hey, man, Gaben's even saying 47% to 53 still, even after that gold swing. Like, he's on the fence. The scoreboard's on the fence. I'm on the fence. Come join us on the fence, Tommy. Come on.
I don't have the cheeks for it. I'm kind of thin. Oh,
okay.
Roy
Jump
again.
this time on
He's
towards
dead.
Roy. 10th time's the charm. They do it, Atomo! He's dead! Oh my God! Batrider now. He gets focused up. He is gone. Immediately bite back from the both of them.
Shit.
He's jumped in so aggressively. He's healing up quite a lot there because they Sonic. Now comes the Kai. They just destroy low. Basically gets 3-shot there by this Sven, just getting pulled around in the damn cart. So even after they commit everything and finally kill the Centaur, Tomo, they lose worse than ever. How does that work?
The buybacks though, they almost had the Sven dead to rights. Han needs to be careful here. If he gets caught by he has to blink off in time. One buyback is used, but unfortunately they don't have buyback on either the Lifestealer or the Lycan. And looks like Han was able to come back in time. They might decide just to go for Roche as a safer play. Gives the Radiant a bit of time to mount his defense here.
Yeah,
No!
buys the time.
Sorry?
I was gonna say, buys them a little bit of time, but obviously this is gonna be a ages into the hands that you made.
You know, as good as that was, it did come at the cost of 2 buybacks. That was not like, oh, we just won the fight. If Roy didn't buy back, it would have been a massive victory for the Radiant. Like,
for sure.
There's so much in Dota where 1 second you think, oh, it's gonna go this way, and then one move happens and it completely flips the script. Which, by the way, says 1-1 at this point. That's my script.
Yeah. I think you're reading that upside down, because on my screen it says 1-1.
Ah.
Yeah.
That is different.
See what I did there?
Yes, I do. What are we looking at? Abyssal Blade has finished on the Lifestealer, by the way. He's got an extra 1 second rage. How much is that? What's 7 seconds with a BKB on top, by the way. So 13 seconds of magic immunity. You can probably chain it, rage into BKB, and then you get 4 seconds of non-magic immunity. But Lycan's changed his mind. He's going for the Axe Scepter.
Yes! About goddamn time.
I agree. I swear I agree, man. It gives them the Lifestealer a little bit of extra lifesteal, and the crit, super good for him. Very nice. Took forever though.
Very nice. Yeah. What did he sell? Because he was 6-line, right? What did he get rid of?
He's kept
Oh, the helm!
Yep, the helm.
The Dominator's gone. Alright. I mean, he's like, okay, these neutral creeps are useless at this point. Sven is one-shot them, so get that crap gone. It's just really feeding away gold, so that makes sense.
I got another big one for you. You ready? Level 25 Snapfire, 8+ Mortimer Kisses. You go from 8 to 16, double the damage. Each glob is 360 damage with 135 a second on top of it. And he wants Refresher, so he wants to do double globbing. I myself have never been able to do that.
I think you need to take a rib out. But yeah, I mean, does the firing speed also increase for the globs, or is it?
Yeah, and you shoot twice as fast. Yeah. That's the difference. It's like the duration stays the same, but you shoot twice as fast, which is why it's such a nice like damage increase for the hero. But he needs to get 25. One more minute and you can take a Wisdom Shrine, and I think you can farm another level off of it. So they should give it to the Snapfire 100%.
Yeah, I mean, what's that? Next shrine in 40 seconds, right?
Exactly.
So if he can get there for it, it's going to be big.
If Bane can
beyond towards the side, so going to grab on towards the bat. He's dead. Yume jumps on towards Bane though, taking him out of the equation. 1 for 1. There is no lifestealer here though, Atomo, and beyond. He's in an awkward spot. He will now go for the TP, but the BKB's about to run out. He waited a little bit too long for that one, and he's dead as a result. 95 seconds he's dead for Atomo. Big misplay coming on out.
The good news, if you can call it that, is that there's no way the Batteri is going to come back. So at worst, it's going to be a 4 versus 4 scenario for them. If the Bane buys back. Oh! Never mind!
We'll be free. Cursed.
Well, this looks like some pretty free Raxes there. Are we gonna glyph it, boys? Guys, why aren't we glyphing it? It refreshes! It refreshes when you take the melee. Am I crazy? Why wouldn't they not glyph? That was a very odd...
spare the push of the button. They didn't care, too late.
Well, you can... Yeah, I mean, yeah, you glyph it now, but you could have glyphed to kill the creeps earlier. That is... unusual. Well, alright, it happens. Oh, refresher on the Batrider. Double lasso. I hear stuff happening. He's hexed.
Hex on towards low. Actually have to burrow forwards their hand, basically throwing his life in the toilet to save his carry there. But now it's down to a 2v5. No Lycan for 25 seconds. I feel like this is the last ditch play for them. They're going to probably get Mega Creep right now, and they're going to have to defend against it. But at least they will have a Wolf Bit and Lifestealer, Atomo. Better late than never, surely.
Well, I mean, we've been hyping it up for literally 50 minutes. If he doesn't go and like one-shot 3 heroes, we're gonna be very disappointed. It's gonna be 3 versus 4. Unfortunately, the Batrider's coming back, so bite him in the ass already.
You really should. I guess they want to guarantee that they're gonna keep pushing, which it definitely looks like they are. Yume's hitting the here it comes. Wolfbear's in. Low, sign it up, immediately jump forwards, trying to lock down onto him, gets carted up though, so Low has to immediately just run away as Q7 just deals with Beyond, no problem. Flame and Lasso comes on now, pulling back on towards Lifestealer. He's held up in place, second one being used, although it doesn't last too long. He's standing his ground. The second cart comes on through Low. He was dealing damage, but just not enough, and he is still going to die. 100 seconds, will buy back. Snapfire's going to be coming back very soon as well. Maybe they have another ditch effort left in them, but the Bane can't really sustain long. At least he does have a buyback. Almost is coming through. Trying to buy time. 18 seconds before the Sankian is up as well, but this is looking very, very good here. For the side of Cloud Beyond. Mate jumps into the back, but so does the Lifestealer. Jumps inside the car, at least gets rid of one way of the tier 4's taking damage, but he's hexed up, he's controlled, stunned in place. 4-star trying to get him out of there, but there's just too many stuns locking it down. Burrow comes from hand, but it's just a little bit too late. Epicenter as well being used. Another cart from Roy. He takes his passenger, swinging the sword from the backwards for hand. He's doing so much goddamn damage. What is this, Atomo? Roy just died. They buy back from the Leshrac. They're committing everything for this one. Han, a buyback of his own. He's going to come back forwards, jumps over towards the Sven from K-Club. They need someone to finish off Yube. Eventually he's dead. He's too gonna buy back. So expensive fights. TP'd over towards the crews, but Han is dead. And GG is at long last called. What an insane game too.
Congratulations to them. Where it's 1-1. We're going to game 3. I mean, from the draft we looked at, we were thinking late game is going to be Life Zero on one side against Leshrac and Sven. But my God, did Han put a good show in that last fight.
Hardest lane he's going to have to play all day. Like, so this is where it's make or break. This is the time to shine. Can they get the clutch victory, take the series 2-1, and keep themselves in the upper bracket? That would be quite the dream scenario for the first day here of the qualifiers.
They'd be within a stone's throw away of winning this qualifier, but we'll see about it, as he actually takes deconstruction on another Titan. I believe that there's this choice, and there's the one where you get attack speed based on movement speed or something like that. But I always like deconstruction more for Elder Titan, which is another problem because you have Elder Titan combined with a Leshrac. Like, you amplify that damage so much.
Yeah, it does have that. One thing to note as well, that the other series as well on the other Chinese stream right now, guys, has also gone to a third game. That is also a 1-1 scenario. So every single, you know, upper bracket quarterfinals game was all 2-0s. Now we go into the semi-finals. It's actually starting to get close, you know.
Yeah.
Both series going full 3 games. Yeah, it's starting to get very, very sweaty.
Very juicy, I believe is the actual phrase. Yes.
That works as well.
So,
sweat can be juicy.
For melee against Centaur, Leshrac, TA, and Hoodwink, like, the melee heroes definitely don't like what they're facing on the Radiant side. You know, Silencer just stays behind, throws a global, but if you don't clean up during that global, I favor the Dire in the subsequent fight.
Yeah, like, you have to get a lot of work done in that short amount of time.
Did you end up picking a team?
Maybe I didn't actually. Let me wait for the conclusion of these bounty runes. I like that. Zhang Zui for the win.
Okay, alright. Well, I'm not so fickle as you. I think that the silencer factor, the overall durability, the hard catch, I'm gonna go with Cloud Rising on 2 games in a row. I do not think I'd favor them in this matchup at all, but game 2 their draft was so much better, and they've proven that they can do it. So why don't they do it again?
Yeah, for sure. The repeat performance can definitely happen, and they have performed just so well all day that I could quite easily expect it to come on through as well. One thing's for sure, that I definitely know that this is not going to be a stomp game at all. We're not going to see a 20-minute GG. It's just, it feels like there's a 0% chance that's going to happen. These 2 teams are going to try their absolute hardest for as long as they possibly can. And that is where the entertaining games of Dota come from.
Top lane could be very scary for both sides, but I do favor the Slardar and Tusk a little bit more than the Elder Titan TA. TA doesn't really give you too much, whereas Slardar and Tusk have control, have good catch on them, and good chase, sorry. So I would favor the Radiant in the top lane for Cloud. And I want to shout out ESL for moving us away from the MENA region, which was lovely, but it was very stoppy, you know. Every time we cast, half the games get cancelled and the other half go for 2 20-minute games. So nice to be China.
Yeah, I mean, my sleep doesn't like it, but but I agree, definitely. Like, it feels like in terms of the actual games and stuff, it actually feels like everybody's really giving their all when you get super close games, and that's what we all like to watch as Dota 2 fans for sure.
Yes, I was like, oh, he doesn't like the time zone? It's okay, we'll just give him no time zone.
Sleep. I love you so.
Well,
oh god, I did have a very minor power nap, by the way, in the previous break for the 2 hours one. I think I got like 40 minutes in total.
Oh, that's what I got after the first series as well. It was good, but it wasn't as deep of a sleep as you'd like. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
So
yeah, it felt like I actually just closed my eyes and I was imagining stuff, but I guess I was actually dreaming. I don't know. It's a weird one. You know the feeling.
So, let's see. Mid lane so far is very even. I did not think it would go this evenly, but I imagine. Alright, here we go. That's the edict. Well, that's what you. Oh!
Okay, creeps are dead. Edict has just run out, but another lightning bolt to the back. This time Han is the one to come through with the solo kill. And I don't know if it's, you know, fate or something, but this is the first time I've not seen First Blood going to Roy. Maybe it's because he's not the Centaur, I don't know.
Exactly, right? It's like that's the pact he signed with, like, I don't know, Mephisto. He's like, I will always pick Centaur and you'll always give me First Blood. He's like, yes. You're playing Centaur first pick every game. It grinds your soul a little bit.
It does. The First Blood was the only thing keeping him alive.
Your Max Retaliate as well, so it's literally the most boring skill build you could even play at. But you can see beyond, he's a very different playstyle though, maxing the Who Stomp and the Double Edge instead.
Yeah, just wants to get pure aggression. I go for K-Class on the Hoodwink. You land good pushback into like 2-man's on everything else. Could be a lot of damage. Actually, speaking of damage, Yumi takes quite a beat in there, but he is able to back off. And Satuna once again deciding to ignore the Blaze. Oh, actually taking off. Dive underneath the tier 1 tower.
Oh!
Yumi just take it down, man. Like this game has always been so aggressive every single game. Constant dive, like tower dives, and this other one doesn't seem to be disappointing either. Double kill for Beyond. Good lord.
And by the way, Silencer is is like a very crappy bodyguard. You need him. You need someone else like a CK. Oh, CK and Silencer is an amazing play. Monkey King, something like that. But Ursa's fine. Ursa's nothing wrong. But against a very aggressive duo, you really just don't get anything out of the Silencer.
Yeah, like you need someone to have like a bit of lockdown or something to work with an Ursa so he can get those Fury swipes online, and unfortunately Silencer just doesn't do any of that. He just kind of sits there and dies. Meanwhile up top, Concentrates come on now, LQC. The tag team take a lot of damage from Roy's actually one taking more DPS right now. 2-man crush comes through, and eventually the Elder Titan does go down. That is a very active last game here.
I definitely expect that Cloud Rising should be winning top though, so that kill is kind of right on the money. Mid as well, you expect Han as Leshrac to do well. So, but luckily for Q7, the hardest part of the lane is over. He's about to hit level 6. I know, at any point he just has a remnant and he's gonna be fine. So that's at least that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, still only just slightly behind in terms of CS, but obviously that solo kill definitely did hurt him quite a lot. And already Han is on this Leshrac, only 150 gold away from Arcanes. So it was pretty nice.
So, in the meantime, top lane, are they gonna try and go again? JY needs to be careful he doesn't get caught. Oh, they're going.
Okay.
It's deep, but
they're
going
for it. It's close to the tower. Gonna try and focus it down. TP actually coming in from the Hoodwink. 2-man bushwhack. Actually, still on cooldown for the bottom lane. But doesn't matter. They got one kill. It's not going to come in time to save the life of his fellow support, but it doesn't matter. He secures the double kill. K-Class. A very worthy rotation there. But it does mean Beyond has been left alone in the bot lane. It's just being forced away. Yumi actually thinking about diving the tower for this one.
What?
Okay, no. Satuna turns around. Yumi. Head scratch? I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, the slow was not like 7 seconds away when he was going on the tower. Not going to be enough. By the way, while Ember is 6, he is 1,000 gold behind the Leshrac. And we know we've been saying Q7 has been the MVP. He has been the guy who carries them the first 15 minutes. Like, him having a tough game is a situation that they're not used to on Cloud Rising. They're like, oh god, our mid laner is not... He's not going to be able to do much at the moment. How are we going to be able to play around this?
Yeah, it's new territory and it's not fun whatsoever for them, but who knows, maybe we'll be able to thrive under pressure and still be able to make a lot of space for his team. Only time will tell. But Satuna, he's rotated up towards the top lane here. Maybe just wants to buy space for JY to grab the Wisdom Rune, which at the same time LQC does himself, so no little sneaky steals coming through. 2,000
gold ahead for the Dire side. This is probably the biggest advantage we've also seen in this series, right? And what? Hey, can we look at the probability? Can we just see that for a second? Now that seems crazy.
What? What? What in the... Gaben?
Observers, like, wait. That is... okay.
Right. Later, everybody cash out your bets. Gaben has already decided the game. This is not good. Although, dive underneath the tier 1 tower. Good 2-man bushwhack into the 2-man hoof stop. Just destroying them all down. Now Roy bitten off Morningshoe. He too will go down. That 100% is looking a lot more likely, Tomo. God damn.
And oh man, it's Q7 having a tough time. That's really hurting them. And Setuna's also really far behind as a size. Now that doesn't seem like it's a big deal. It's not, but you're at position 5. His global size is kind of the big thing that's gonna stop the enemy from jumping at you. So that's awkward. 100%.
I like it was literally since minute 0, like, game hadn't even started. It was like, yep, go next.
By the way, you know it's cool. It's like the Dire team, like whoever's betting on Dire, they'll be like, stop the count, stop the count. You know, the game's perfect as it is. Oh, Setuna.
Oh, looks pretty dead to me. Couple of right clicks from low. Down he goes. Easy free kill. 4 people up here as well. Actually, with that 5, the entire squad from shi zhang zui ganking the tier 1 tower. They want this thing dismantled and gone.
Opening it up for their team's bottom lane. Han, there is a level 6 on the Ursa though, so the moment he sees it, I think he just hit 6. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be killing that guy. So yeah, he just literally hit 6 in that second.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I mean, Ham felt pretty safe with the haste rune on him, so wasn't too threatened by the snowball or anything like that.
Meanwhile, Q7 still working. I think he's got his, what's it called? Yeah, the phase boots. What is your favorite boots in Dota? Which one's your favorite?
Got it.
Brown. They're cheap.
What? Which one did you say? I didn't actually hear you. It cut for a second.
Just brown boots.
Brown boots, yeah.
Yeah, no. Most of the time, the luxury of upgrading boots is just too much.
To be fair, everyone buys brown boots, right? It's like the most bought boot of all, so why would it be your favorite? As it gets caught actually.
Not gonna be a follow-up. Just buys time for Han to secure the bottom arcane rune. It's a very, very good rune to grab there for a Leshrac indeed.
Yep.
Unfortunately, there's no stacks in this triangular area to just feed up though, so let's just get back to his lane.
Roy has Helm of the Overlord, but that doesn't help you catch people very much because not like a Blink Dagger. It will help him farm, but he wants to go for a Power Tres into Soul Ring. So that's a lot of items before he's ready to jump on people, try and kill them. Okay. They're looking at that TA, but they're not 100% into it.
Yeah, I mean, Lowe's actually level 8, he's top farm core as well, so it's quite a risky kill to try and go onto so close to tower. 26 charges as well with completed Dragon Lance. Yeah, he's not on his skill. Snowball! Ooh, tried to grab him before he went through the gate. But didn't actually make it in time. And it looks like another tower gank coming out from Zhangzhou, this time at the bot lane. They really are just taking down these buildings every opportunity they can get.
One thing that could help them out a lot on the Radiant side is if they go for a bunch of blade mails. They are gonna buy one on the Ember, but wait, which one lands?
People coming up. Grabs on towards one. Snowball, sharpshooter. Oh, a little bit too early. Wait, what? How did JY appear all the way back there?
That was surprising.
What was that? What? He snowed. The stun landed though, right?
Yes. Huh? Can we have a replay? Because that was weird as well. I thought that he would land like near the creeps. He landed next to the trees, right? Like near the small camp.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like that was where he cast Snowball from, but we saw the Snowball travel and hit Han, stunning Han, but then he popped out the Snowball in the original location. This server's buggy as hell, man. What's going on?
Production, we want some fixes here. Unfortunately, it's really just they're being run over completely on Cloud Rising, and Setuna still level 5. Until he is 6, there's nothing stopping the dive from saying, let's just dive. Let's go. Dive towers. Dive. We don't care.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to do the same thing. Another smoke coming out here. Going to try and wrap around from the side, see if they can catch someone lacking whilst trying to defend this tier 1 tower. Q7 Just going to cut the creeps, but beyond, he's just going to tank up the tower, use that retaliate damage to help bring it down a little bit faster here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Han just blinks in towards the trees. Does get the spawn towards Q7 and everyone else. Bottom's disengaged. By space there for the rest of his team just to finish off this tower. And there's another objective secured. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, tower.
Wait, did I? Oh,
right.
Oh, that's a good catch.
Shackles, come on now. Snowball rolling through towards the two of them. Good control, good damage. Looks like Beyond will be able to get off the Stampede, which probably saves K-Class's life, but not his own. So it is actually trade 1-for-1, but with the tower, and I guess you force basically everyone to rotate, maybe Changzhou does actually mind that exchange.
I think he survived because he sharpshootered over the ice blocks.
I always like that mechanic. That's like why I liked playing Hoodwink so much.
Yes.
Is like you could just use that ultimate in so many different ways. It was good for fun.
It's very cool. I love the fact that it pushes you backwards. But yeah, I think he used the sharpshooter, jumped over the ice shards, and that's why he was fine. But for once, a good trade for the Radiant. Now, what are the items we're looking at coming out here? Roy has the Soul Ring power treads. I'm very surprised he went Soul Ring this late on Slardar. It's fairly unusual.
Yeah, you wouldn't think you get the most value out of it being too late. Oh, Q7 though, he goes down. That's a huge kill to find there. I'll take that one gladly.
Ursa's about to finish his Battle Fury, but he is 2,400 gold behind the TA right now. So, yeah, it brings him on par to her normal farming speed, basically.
Yeah. I mean, that is now Desolator online for the TA as well, so... Now for low, is it the time to go start getting involved, look for kills, or do you still sit back, get the Blink Dagger, and then go?
I like when you have the Blink, right? So you can jump in and catch someone. At the moment, you know, you're up against like an Ember Spirit, a Tusk. There's so much control from an enemy side. I feel like it's safer. If you want to join fights, that's fine, but it's safer if you have the Blink Dagger for sure.
Keep a lookout.
You don't want to show up.
It's not going to take him long to get there.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's like, it's a TA. 2.5, 3 minutes of farming is all he'll need to get the Blink. And Roy is going for a pipe. So again, they believe in the catch from JY and Q7. They don't think Roy needs to have a Blink Dagger. I find this questionable. I also find your cooking questionable.
Cooking?
Yeah.
Since when did you try my cooking?
Well, that's why I told you it's questionable. I haven't tried it yet. You know,
I made a very nice bit of beans on toast earlier. Thank you very much.
Well, call me when you can make a lasagna, and then I'll have you over.
A lasagne? That's Italian cuisine. That's not British.
Is it your national meal originally an Indian dish? I mean, come on. Oh, looks like is it?
OQC, oh my god. He found the entire enemy team right there. He was not expecting that. He does go down. I mean, I don't know what the official dish for Britain is, but I would assume it would be a roast dinner, right? Sunday roast.
I thought it was a chicken tikka masala.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because we are dumb, but, you know. I love this country.
That was a good kill, by the way, that they were able to get, taking the Elder Titan off the map. And you can see he melted, right? There's like 3 or 4 hits from the Ursa with the Corrosive Haze on him. Is it still called Corrosive Haze? Or
yes.
Oh my god, because it used to be called something else at one point.
Yeah, it used to be Amplify Damage, but that was just lazy skill naming. And Jay White, he will get caught and brought down. 4 for 13 on the score, still a 5k gold advantage right now for Shangzhou. So holding a commanding lead, still 100% chance to win. And they're feeling comfortable.
Very funny to see that. As Ember Spirit, now the Blade Mail is going to be nice, but I think they need more than one Blade Mail. Ooh!
Okay, Global Silence. Oh, comes out too late! They still lose Q7's life as well as their big save ultimates. That's gone for another 2 minutes on top of everything. This game continues to get worse here, and looks like Aegis going to be the next thing going into the hands of Shangzhou, unless, of course, they want to make some kind of very ambitious play here from Cloud Rising.
it would be very, very ambitious. You know, like without Global and without Ember, who's probably your best at poking these objectives. No, the wise thing to do is let it go. Unfortunately, it's like, yes, we can't win this fight, but if we give this, the next fight becomes even harder. So, very screwed if we do, screwed if we don't sort of situation.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's never a nice position to be in, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? There's nothing you can change about it. Don't think about it too much. Just carry on going. Think about your next move and hopefully find an opportunity to try and regain some kind of control in this game. Because at the moment, it's very much out of their hands. Unless, of course, they make some serious like counterplays.
No. What you do is you ping the worst KDA player on your team and you blame him for everything.
Yeah, that works. I mean, it might not be very good for team morale.
That's good for
he's
team
really
morale.
cool. Under the tier 1 tower, good lord, he melts. Good 3-man stop comes through. Into follow-up stun. Out comes the splitter. Fantastic damage, but still not enough for him to burst down the Ursa. But Inform's low. He will secure the kill. The Slardar is actually able to TP out. So he does survive. Ends up being a 2-for-1, favoring Zhang Zui, but obviously they do lose their Leshrac for that.
I mean, look at the amount of golden XP they got. Almost even, despite the fact that they lost twice as many people in that fight. But Leshrac is a big kill, and, you know, 7,000 gold behind is not a little bit. If they had Global Silence, they would have survived that fight.
Yeah, most likely.
Unfortunately for him, Satuna, well, he used it earlier and for no reason. Well, not for no reason. It wasn't enough to save the Ember.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay.
And now I think that's a Hurricane Pike also coming out in the current now for low. So, man, this guy's accelerating so quickly.
It's almost worrisome. He's almost 4,000 gold ahead of the Ursa right now. And they have a pipe, so that's going to help against the Centaur, it's going to help against the Elder Titan, as well as the Leshrac, but it does nothing against probably the biggest problem, low. This is rough.
It is indeed. Looks like both teams as well. Posture 20-minute Tormentor.
Global
used, doesn't last long towards Roy. Doesn't obviously have a blink though, so we can't just jump immediately onto him. Instead, looks like the Ursa will do that Hurricane Pike blow. Gives the distance, and out comes the Global Silence. It does halt the aggression. As used to good defensively, and now in comes the Stampede. They want to chase for something here, Changshu. Good 3-man shackle comes through, but the Stomp connects on towards 2 cores. They get the stun on towards Roy. Not much hope for the Ember Spirit either, as it's 2 people dead, no chance to survive, and that is very likely to be a free Torment to kill on top of everything else.
Satuna, these globals, man. This was another one that I didn't like. They were kind of, there's like you want the global to be used when the enemy commits. They're like, we're all in. You say, all right, global. This, they were already kind of not fully in. You know, they haven't committed to the relationship. They're like, I have a situationship at the moment. But that's super unfortunate. They get Hunter's Boomerang now on K class, and it's 11,000 gold. No silver lining for Cloud Rising at the moment.
It's really not. It's kind of fun as well because like Yume was the one who went for the Blink Dagger, even though it's his first time after a Battle Fury. So it's it's not like you really get much aggression done. Where it feels like the Blink should be in the hands of Roy, but obviously he went for completely different items instead. So kind of the wrong person being the initiator so far here.
Well, the good thing is that there will have a blink on the Tusk, so that's going to allow him to jump save, but you need ways to kill people. Jumping and saving is nice, but I don't think it matters too much. And what about the other side? Any big items? They have Lotus Orb on the Centaur, so that's going to help to... I guess it removes all the silences, that's about it.
Yeah,
it's not the biggest.
I guess reflect snowball. Sometimes reflecting snowball is actually really weird.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Like, it can pull you out of position.
And you can, and for some reason, when you reflect snowball, you can never do it where you shoot the snowball early. You have to be in the snowball for the whole 4 seconds, because you don't have the ability to launch it. So it's definitely an awkward one. All right. Tusk has a Blink Dagger. I feel like that's probably not going to do too much. Oh, Satuna! No, Satuna!
He did.
Why are you so happy about
God.
it? Is it because he's my favorite hero?
I was very passive about that then.
Radiant's middle tower
I could be happy if you want,
No,
but I don't know if Chip could take it.
I can hear you smiling when you died.
I'm certainly smiling now.
Well,
But yeah, I mean that the amplified damage that came through from the boomerang plus all of the Leshrax things, my god, that damage is just like disgustingly fast. It's like 1,000 damage in the space of a second.
the mid lane disaster, by the way, is a big part of why they lost. As you can see, Q7 has got the same net worth as K-Class. Now, obviously, a big part of it is the free shard, but irrelevant. He has the gold. How he got it doesn't matter. This Hoodwink is as farmed as this Ember Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, we have to factor in the caster curse as well. Literally before this series started, we were bigging him up. We were saying how he's not had a bad game all day. He's been a part of Cloud Rising, and then he proceeds to have, unfortunately, the worst game possible. So yeah, I think that's our own fault. Meanwhile, another gang coming inside the jungle area. Roy dies. JY, he's able to get the blink, but doesn't really go very far. And he dies immediately after he comes out of it. That's awkward.
And Cloud Rise, I'm not quite sure what they're going to be able to do in the stage of the game state of the game right now. They're sticking really well on the dire side. They have long reach as well with the Stampede, with the Elder Titan, with the blinks on 2 of their cores. It's hard to find a pick off.
Is under attack.
Ideally, if you have an Acceptor on Tusk, now that is a winning formula.
For sure. I mean, it's expensive. He's not even got one queued. He actually wants to get the shard before that.
Oh, Stuna's dead.
Looks like a good. I mean, this probably is a solo kill. Okay, actually, oh, it's only level 1 Acorn shot. That's why. I feel like that would have been a easy kill much faster, but yeah, level 1 Acorn shot's bad.
Ugh, Hoodwink, such an annoying hero. Oh, Ursa! Oh, big jump.
Okay. Beyond. Getting the stun on towards 2. Out comes the Stampede as well. Right clicks from low, doing so much work. Global Silence does come out. And everyone's just forced to run away as quick as they can there from Cloud Rising.
Cost them
I'm
buyback.
always with people trying to spend everything on a Centaur today.
I think in this case he actually jumped in on them. They had the ward on the cliff, and then Beyond saw it, so he's like, alright, let me jump in on 2, and then they forced the buyback from the Silencer. He used the Global Silencer. His economy is down the toilet! And he queued up a Refresher Orb. That's a cheap item, right? Blue scale?
Oh, the cheapest.
Wow.
I don't know.
As long as you just buy the recipe. Right.
Yeah. Just do that. Pretend you have the full item.
You just buy the recipe, you're fine. As K-Class gets him. But there is an in a few seconds. Yum Yum's gonna be fine. I think. Yeah, it's fine.
It's no problem, no problem. Next Roshan as well.
Oh,
just over a minute spot. Okay.
Okay.
Grab on towards LQC. That's a pretty free target, although it comes Beyond as well as low, splitting their focus, but even still, eventually JY will be going down. Not going to step too far away. They get the finishing grab, they get the pushback on towards Q7 as well, and now Satuna, he's trying to run, but his little legs just not long enough. 3 kills just like that. LQC very happy to give his life away for that situation. And this is probably going to be the last tier 2 going down as well.
I really feel like this whole game just came down to the fact that Ember Spirit suffered so much in the laning phase. I mean, obviously, that's easy to say. His net worth reflects that, but it was tough. Like, Han gets that first blood, or a solo kill on him, and from then it just snowballs and gets worse from him. He couldn't do anything around the map.
That's true. Like we said before, he's been the pinnacle part about why Cloud Rising have been able to have very solid early game, mid games, but as soon as he has a bad game, the whole team definitely suffers.
It crumbles. It's kind of like, you know, teams we always talk about like the draft, but your position 4 might be like, oh, I'm a saving 4. You always pick him saving 4. When he doesn't play saving 4, it changes the way the game is played. So when Q7 has an atrocious laning phase, the whole team's like, yeah, we're not sure what we're doing right now. Because Roy clearly builds like a shield, you know? Lots of crimsons and pipes Grapes and Lotus and Auras to keep the team alive. He doesn't go for this fast blink and initiates as Roy.
Oh, you say that, blinks and initiates, but it immediately just run away there from the rest of the squad. They didn't really seem to care. Roshan's outside the pit, he's pretty low. So both teams cannot abandon this area and give away a free Aegis. It would be very detrimental. Okay, Shaq's not going to land on anything. Oh my god, Roy's gone! So is QZ. Oh, Q7, sorry. I don't know how they died that damn quickly, but they're gone. And banner into the hands of Zhang Zui. And I feel high grounds are coming here, Tomo.
Yeah, unfortunately, when he used the Corrosive Haze, it was on Lotus Orb target. Beyond just reflected, so they both had it. And yeah, Low really liked that. He just jumped in. How much damage did Low do in that fight? Let me see. What's the fight summary say? Yeah, Low jumped in with one hit and did 1,400 damage. So, you know, that's a lot.
It's a fair bit, I'd say. You know,
I could punch harder than that.
All right, Saitama, calm down.
But also, Han revealed his Hex. He jumped in, hexed Q7, and Q7 just died again. Ember is generally not a tank hero, regardless.
Yeah, unless you have a really good save catalyst behind, he's just going to die every time in that situation. Unfortunately, the Tusk just wasn't in the right place at the right time to get that save. But another melee barracks going down. Quick jump forward, followed by an immediate hex. Roy regretting life as he's dead for 47 seconds. Yumi in the backlines right now with the BKB pop. See what you can do as JY's also going to die. Finally does pop the rage. Is it going to last long enough to actually get him out alive? There's a buyback from the Tusk. No, he will die. Triple kill comes through. They get the grab on towards the Emissary as well. He is dead, and they are done. Otomo, they just can't bring anything else out, and it is going to be 2-1 going the way of Zhang Zui.
Their hearts were really not in it in that last fight, you know what I mean? Like, if the game ends, they're just going to be like... The game felt over a little while ago, and they're